Hey there, all you cool, epic, and awesome fans, followers, and listeners. Welcome to episode 72 of the Cool, Epic, Awesome podcast. My name is Matt, and I'll be your co-host today.
And I'm your other co-host, Joe.
And on episode 72, we have a pretty tame episode today. We only have two films. We're going to be talking about Thunderbolts, Asterisk, which came out like 2 weeks ago. Pretty good. We both enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of a return to form, they might say, for Marvel. And then, Joe recommended Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm forgetting the actual...
Curse of the Black Pearl.
Right?
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun to check that out again.
Yeah.
There's actually a ton of movie news, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like we've been pretty light on the movie news the last couple of weeks, so this is a nice change up.
Yeah, a couple trailers, a couple casting things, so should be cool to check it out.
Yeah.
Besides that, Joe, what have you been up to? Anything cool in the past 2 weeks? Or
I actually went to Mexico City over the weekend, which was really nice. I loved it. I don't know if we
honestly,
have any...
I didn't really talk to you about that, like even off camera.
Oh, about Mexico City?
Like the trip, yeah.
Oh, I loved it. It was like... I feel like people... I don't know. Like, a lot of people would tell me, like, oh... Don't go, like, because a lot of people just go to Mexico for the resort. They're like, don't go. But it was amazing. It was like, it felt like I was in Europe. And the food is like, I always thought New York City had good Mexican food, but it deadass felt like I'd never had Mexican food in my life until I went to there. It was a really good experience. I'm glad I went.
Yeah, it's probably like insanely authentic, obviously.
Yeah.
It felt safe and everything, though.
I honestly, it felt safer than like London and Rome and a lot of other cities I've been to. And like they're fucking... They bought their trains from Tokyo, so like from Japan, so all their metro was like really nice too, which is cool. I had a good time.
You stayed in hostels or no?
Yeah. This one was a little rough. This one because we didn't have hot water, which was kind of rough for the shower. And then like they fucked up my room a little bit, like because I ordered a private room and I was supposed to get like 2 beds. They gave me 1 bed, but it wasn't the end of the world. But whatever.
Why would you need 2 beds?
Because I'm with my friend. We had to share the bed.
Oh, you guys shared a little twin?
No, we had a queen, but it said
okay.
When I booked it, it said double. So like I thought like 2 beds, and the guy was like, no, that's the size. I was like, but in the picture it had 2 beds. But I didn't want to like cause an issue. I was like, whatever, But
Yeah, that's fun though.
Yeah, no, it was a good time.
Yeah, I'll be going away soon too. I think next episode we might have to delay a little bit because of that, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah, tell them when you're going.
Yeah, I'm going to Greece. I think we mentioned it on another episode, but I'm really excited. Never been to Europe before. I've only left the country once, and it was to go to like a resort for spring break. I went to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. So this is gonna be like culture shock for me a little bit. I'm gonna have to figure it out, man. So
it'll be all right. I'm excited.
It'll be fun though. Yeah, I'm going to Athens, then Paros and Naxos. So very exciting. I'm figuring out like little details, like. How do you get like a phone plan while you're there? Like how many euros do you need? Like little shit like that.
Yeah.
So I've just bought like a converter, the charger converter thing.
Oh yeah.
So
it's a good to have.
And I think I leave in the 29th, so that's like we'll be like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for that. I haven't taken a day off work since last April, so I really need this trip.
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask about Mexico City. In terms of like. Did you see anything with like film or because I know some other places you've been to? You went to like a theater.
Yeah. So when I went there, I was only there for like a short period of time. A lot of people don't know it's the largest city in North America. It's 7th largest in the world. Like 22 million people there. So I went there and I kind of just expected to be like a little small, but it's huge. They do have a lot of nice theaters. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to go. However, I did find out when I went, like 2 days before, they had a screening of Flow. Like the animated movie, and I think it was like the largest public screening of the movie. It was like in that, I don't know if you saw that picture I posted with the giant Mexican flag.
Yeah.
Like that like square, they played the movie like in front of.
That's pretty sick.
Which is pretty cool.
You just missed it.
I know, yeah. I would have loved to have watched it, but I'm really glad I went. It was like somewhere that I feel like not a lot of people go, but it was such a good experience.
Yeah, it sounds fun, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that though, for what I've been up to. We've been filming a lot for Willowbrook.
Willowbrook tapes, yeah.
Shout out Willowbrook tapes. I got a little cameo going in the movie. I won't say much about it, but y'all are gonna see Matt from the Cool Epic Awesome Pod.
You have like is your face in it?
No.
Wow.
but I have like one line of dialogue.
I'll tell you, we'll take it. We'll take it.
That's
It's
an
a start.
upgrade, man.
It's a start, man.
But,
So you can say you're like, if they ever interview, it's like actor, producer,
podcaster.
Well, you consider did you contribute to the script at all? You a writer too?
No,
No,
I didn't contribute. I mean, maybe I gave like a note here or there, but I wouldn't
Yeah.
consider myself a writer. Definitely not. That goes to Mike. Shout out Mike.
Yeah,
He's a genius. It's once you guys will obviously plug the movie a lot when it comes out.
yeah,
But, you know, it's gonna be exciting. So
very exciting.
all right. Yeah. So I guess we could start with Thunderbolts. I'll read the synopsis here, but I've been looking forward to this for a while, and I know that Marvel had a lot of confidence in it because they screened it like super early. Which when they do that, they had like fan events like a week or two before, which
Yeah.
is very rare.
I don't think they've.
for Marvel movies.
I haven't heard them do that in years, honestly.
But yeah, all right. So here we go. Not super, not heroes, not giving up. That's the tagline. Pretty good. After finding themselves ensnared in a death trap, 7 disillusioned cast-offs must embark on a dangerous mission that will force them to confront the darkest corners of their pasts. So, Thunderbolts is pretty much like Suicide Squad in the Marvel Universe. It's just a group of villains or like anti-heroes that are brought together by one questionable person, like an Amanda Waller for the Suicide Squad. That would be like Val here.
Yeah,
And they have to complete a mission. It's not exactly like that, as you know, they don't get brought together by her on purpose, kind of. They kind of like get forced to work together, but it's the same kind of idea. It's a group of anti-heroes that have to work together.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think going into this, the main thing that intrigued me about this, especially with like superhero fatigue and what Marvel's been putting out recently and the downfall of Marvel and whatever, is just like how talented the people behind the film were. You have Jake Schreier directing, who made Beef, which I still haven't seen, but I know it's like a very beloved show. And you have multiple Oscar-nominated actors and actresses in the film. Jake Schreier brought with him like his whole team from Beef, so like the writers from that were writing on this. I think it was like the cinematographer of The Green Knight, and like
composer was from Everything Ever All at Once, I believe.
yeah, so like all A24 people, and they really played into that in the marketing too. They had that one trailer.
They're like, we actually hired people that know how to make movies.
Yeah, and it's kind of
crazy
funny
concept.
because, like, I've been saying this. I feel like I've said this on the podcast. Like, people talk about Marvel fatigue, superhero fatigue. Like, what's the answer? How do they fix this? At the end of the day, like, if you hire talented people to make a good movie, then like it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's the answer. Just make a good movie.
Yeah.
You know, that's maybe not the box office answer because I don't think it's actually doing that well at the box office.
I thought it was doing okay.
I think it's like on par with Captain America, low key.
I mean, all right, we'll get into the box office later, but continue. What were you saying?
No, that was it. I mean, I was just saying that like that's the main thing that intrigued me about it, is like how talented the people behind the film were.
Yeah.
And I think you can really see like there's good camera work, there's good writing. You know, it's not just like a very simple set in stone plot.
There's
like
lighting in the movie. Which
yeah,
is wild.
they saw some lighting, you know. But yeah, I guess any initial thoughts here or no?
No, I completely agree. Like, and one thing I want to say too, this is the first time, like, at the end of the movie, I like genuinely cared about the characters. I was like, okay, like I want to see where these characters are gonna go, and it's honestly pretty tall. Besides like Bucky, most of these people are like B and C listers. They're not really popular. I'm pretty sure like Wyatt Russell's John Walker was pretty much hated. I feel like universally, most people didn't like him. Ghost is pretty forgettable. I mean, Taskmaster, everyone hated, but we'll get to that later. So, like, it's cool to see that they were able to kind of make the audience care about these random assortment of characters. And, I mean, we didn't even talk about Bob yet, or the Sentry, played by Will... What's his name? I'm sorry.
Who, Bob?
Who plays Sentry. What's his name?
What the fuck's his name? Louis Pullman.
Louis Pullman. Isn't his dad Will or something?
Maybe. I know he's a Nepo baby. I forget who his dad is.
But, yeah, he was also really good. I enjoyed his character as well. I love the way they visualized the void. I mean, I don't think that's a spoiler because it's like all over the marketing and the trailers.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like because there's a lot of different ways that he's portrayed in the comics, and I like that it was like it's like literally like a void, it's like the darkest shade of black possible, and the way it was visualized was really creative and unique, and no, it was something I just really enjoyed about it.
Yeah, I liked how you couldn't really see any of the features of his face. You just kind of like see the blackness and then just the white, like the white beady
The white
eyes.
dots, yeah.
It was really cool how they displayed that.
Yeah.
I love Bob. I thought Sentry was really cool as well for like the one scene we got of him.
That scene was
Insanely
was
overpowered.
yeah.
But that was a great scene.
Yeah.
And yeah, back to what you were saying about how like the team of characters is not necessarily the most interesting. Initially, yes, they don't really seem interesting, but I think they really do a great job of like fleshing the characters out and giving them like good interactions with each other, so that there's like different dynamics between the group. The only character that I think wasn't fleshed out well enough and didn't really have enough to do was Ghost. I just feel like we don't really learn a lot about her character, what she's been up to since Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they could have done a little more with her character. And apparently, in the original script, Taskmaster, spoiler alert, Taskmaster gets killed at the beginning.
Yeah.
Taskmaster was supposed to survive and have like a sisterhood relationship with Ghost. So I feel like since a lot of that was cut out, Ghost kind of just like doesn't really have anything to do. She doesn't really interact with a lot of the characters that much. She doesn't really talk too much at all. So I thought her character was probably like lacking stuff to do. And honestly, it's kind of frustrating because she probably had the coolest power set out of anyone on the team. And she's the only one with powers, I think, really.
Well, like, right? I guess what's his name? Bucky and US Agent of the Super. But, honestly, and they use her power set really well in the movie in, like, creative ways. Like, I remember, like, specifically that opening scene where they're all fighting each other. And, like, where she, like, kind of goes... I don't know what you would call it, phase or ghost or whatever.
Yeah, I guess, like, phase.
Phase. And, she catches the knife and, like, throws it. Like, even in the scenes in like, the kind of end battle in New York, like, where she saves people and stuff like that, I thought it was used pretty well. And I thought it was used much better than in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, I agree. And, yeah, there's that one scene at the end where she like, pushes someone out of the way of a helicopter and, like, phases through it when it's about to hit her. That scene was cool. I like them just, like, saving random people and then kind of getting, like, the applause from them. That's like a classic superhero thing, you know?
Wait, yo, I wanted to confirm this. Didn't I say back when they put the asterisk on this that at the end of the title they were going to be Avengers?
Yeah, you did.
I did. As soon as I saw the asterisk, like, what was it, like a year ago or whatever it was?
Yeah, you were like, oh, I think at the end of the movie they're just going to call it the Avengers. And I was like, nah, bro, there's no way. Like, that's.
I told you, dude. I told you.
Nah, you were right. I'll give it to you. But I'm surprised, like, how much they played that into the marketing. Of like, they started, like, actually changing the posters and stuff pretty quickly, actually.
I thought it was honestly pretty smart because, like, for people that didn't see it, now they see the new Avengers. They're like, oh, fuck, like, the Avengers.
Yeah, this must be important, yeah.
Like, honestly, I don't know if this is why, but Dad saw it the second opening week. He didn't see it opening week. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I lied.
No, I went with him opening.
I'm sorry.
He saw it again.
Again, I like that, though. I like that they make them the new Avengers. And also, I mean, I don't know if you want to get into the post-credit scene, because it actually is probably the most significant post-credit scene we've got in the last couple of years.
Yeah, sure. You want to talk about it?
So, essentially, you find out that, well, at the end of the movie, we didn't even talk about the ending, they become, Val presents them as the new Avengers. Like, they're going to be the Avengers. But as this is happening, Sam Wilson Captain America is also, like, assembling his own Avengers. So they reveal that, like, they're both kind of fighting for, I guess, the official Avengers.
Of, like, the Avengers name, yeah.
Which is interesting. This honestly could be its own movie. Like, that could be a Civil War 2. And it's honestly, that's a much more, I don't know if you know about Civil War 2 in the comics. It's, like, not that good. But this is actually, that would be a much more interesting, like, Civil War, in my opinion, about, like, fighting for who actually is the Avengers. And I also saw people speculate that that's a way they could bring in Daredevil and She-Hulk as, like, the lawyers representing the two Avengers teams, which I think would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's revealed that they're fighting for the Avengers title with the other Avengers team. They also get all new suits. I actually really liked Bucky's suit. I don't know if there's pictures of it out, but
all the suits are really cool.
Yeah.
They're like a sleek black with the red Avengers logo.
yeah, I like the new
And
Avengers
I
logo.
like how it's very kind of like government issue.
Yeah.
Kind of like you could tell it's a team run by the government. They all
Government.
have matching uniforms and it's like very sleek. They're not like wearing their own superhero suits,
Yeah.
which I think makes sense because Val's running the team, and she's like she's the head of the CIA, right?
Yeah.
So,
And some other like weird ass organization. I forgot the name of the organization.
oh yeah, Ox.
Oh, Ox, whatever.
Very weird. It's like one letter off
Of
of
Oscorp, yeah. Well, Oscorp has a lot to do with like the Thunderbolts, Dark Avengers, right in the
They should have
comics.
just. It's bro. The Sony thing is like
I
so
know,
annoying
yeah.
because they just little shit like that. Like it would be a perfect opportunity.
Yeah,
to
because they
use
could have
Oscorp.
had like honestly, it would have been like in the comics, he's like the Iron Patriot in that Avengers team. He's like
Yeah.
the Iron Man of the team, and they're honestly missing like an Iron Man character from the team. But
Yeah, there's like 3 super soldiers. Like
yeah,
but
anyway, so also while all this is happening in the post credit scene, they get like an alert, like oh, there's like an incoming ship coming to Earth, and like it's revealed it's the Fantastic Four ship, and you see the logo, and they kind of play the score in the background. So at least we know for a fact in Doomsday that this new Avengers team and the Fantastic Four are going to interact. We don't know like how or why they're coming to Earth or anything like that, but that's kind of our first intro into. So I'm assuming that'll be one group together because the Russo brothers do like the groups in the Avengers movies, like.
yeah,
So I'm assuming that'll be like one kind of team together, which should be interesting.
yeah. We'll see where they land. I feel
Yeah.
like they're gonna put them in like an interesting spot where like another character might have to interact with them. I saw something that it was just like a rumor or maybe like a leak, an apparent
Yeah.
leak, was that like Star-Lord is gonna be the one to greet them on Earth. Like when they get there, they're gonna land near him by chance, and that could be a way of like how he's kind of brought into all this. So.
Are the Guardians gonna be in the new Avengers movies? Like the new Guardians?
Apparently, there was like, I forget what. I think Jeff Snyder, one of the insiders, put out a list of like the other half of the cast, and it included all the Guardians.
So
But
like
it didn't include like Spider-Man, the Wasp. There was like a couple people it didn't include, but it included all the Guardians.
yeah.
So
I want to see those characters again. I like Rocket, and I like just to see what's his name? Adam Warlock too would be cool.
yeah,
I just don't know like
where
because
would they fit in?
that and also like Gunn is the only person who's ever written like for the Guardians. Even in the Avengers movies, he did the dialogue for them. So it's like I don't know who like I would trust with, and it's not like the Russo brothers are known for their writing, you know. So not that James Gunn is either, but I'm just saying like you know what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I love that post-credit scene though. It
No,
sets up
it's great.
so much.
Yeah.
That's like what a post-credit scene should be. It like establishes stakes for the continuation of this universe, like what's gonna happen next, and it leads directly into the next
Yeah.
movie that's coming out. It shows the Fantastic Four ship, so people are like, "Oh, what is this?" Then they look up Fantastic Four, and they're like, "Oh, the movie's coming out in July. I have to go see this." Something like Thor: Love and Thunder. It shows Hercules. Like, what the fuck is that leading to? Like, that could.
Yeah.
There's no. It's cool. Like, oh, we see Hercules, but it doesn't. It's not like leading to anything.
Well, this
And
is
this
the
how they used to. This is how the post-credit scenes used to be
Yeah.
at the beginning. Like, what I don't know if it was Iron Man 2 that the post-credit scene, like, it just shows
Thor's hammer. Yeah, it's Iron Man
which has
2.
nothing to do with Iron Man, but at least it teases the next movie.
Well, this is the first time they've had like kind of a concrete plan for the next 2-3 years in a while, because
Yeah.
everything's just kind of been all over the place. But I mean,
but-
it is a return to form, like you said. I don't think it's like the best MCU movie ever made.
I
There's
don't think it's the best since Endgame. I think there's multiple that are better since Endgame.
superhero movie, yeah. In terms of like an actual movie, I think this is the best movie that they've done post Endgame. Like in terms of like
I don't know,
like
man.
writing, plot, camera work, cinematography, the fight scenes are great.
What do you like better, this or Guardians 3?
That's tough though, because Guardians 3 has like 10 years of things they're
Doesn't
pulling
matter.
on.
I mean, it's still a Marvel movie post Endgame. Bro, also Bucky's been in the MCU for like 10 years too.
Yeah, but the entire team in Guardians is like you've been following that team for 10 years basically. And this is the culmination. It's the last Guardians movie.
Yeah, but still. All right,
It's
let's
different.
just say, all right, Shang-Chi. Is that better than this?
I'd say it's on same quality as Shang-Chi.
Doctor Strange 2.
All right, I'm a little biased, so I have to pick that. Doctor Strange is my favorite one post Endgame.
I think there's a couple better. I think Spider-Man No Way Home's better.
I don't think
I
so.
would disagree.
I don't think so.
We were just talking about this before.
Yeah. I like Spider-Man No Way Home, but I think it's very big on being in theaters and nostalgia.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a couple other things I wanted to talk about with Thunderbolts, though. I think the humor is really good.
Yeah.
It is. It's not like too much, like a lot of the Marvel films are, like Love and Thunder, for example. There are a lot of funny moments. It is like comedic.
Yeah.
But I think that it's balanced very well because this is like kind of a very dark story. The central allegory, which you haven't really talked about, is kind of like this depression that's inside of you, or like mental health.
Yeah.
I think that it's interesting for a Marvel movie to like explore that type of stuff. I do think that it is a little bit surface level. It's not like a Charlie Kaufman movie or something, you know. It's just like, this black version of the superhero Sentry represents his dark side. Like, okay.
Yeah.
It's it's very on the nose. I think it still works and I respect it, like being a Marvel movie, but it's not kind of like this groundbreaking allegory.
Well, you gotta remember, most of the people watching these Marvel movies, this is like in terms of like allegories and things like that, this is probably the biggest thing they've seen.
Yeah. Like people watching the Marvel movies like us, you know.
No, but I'm talking about the general audience.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Like, think about like Dad, for example.
What?
Like he doesn't. You think he's watching any like mental health studies and movies and stuff like that? No,
bro, I'm not watching mental health studies, bro.
No, but like I'm saying, like you'll watch a movie that's like a take on mental health or depression or like I feel like most like the audiences won't, like general audiences don't really watch things like that.
Yeah, I would like people that only go to the movies for like the blockbusters.
That's what I'm saying. Like for a movie to tackle a topic like this and be, because this is technically a summer blockbuster. It came out the first weekend in May. But even though it feels small for everyone, but whatever.
I do like The Void though and how it works. Like going into the Void, you kind of get trapped with like your darkest memories. And I wish that they kind of explored that a little more for the other characters. We get to see Yelena, but I wonder like what would Bucky's room look like? You know,
a lot of people. I'm sorry, continue.
No, I was just gonna.
I saw that people were saying like you can kind of look the room that Bucky comes out of, like they said like the background, it looks like the room where like they used to like, I don't know, they like, remember when he was like tied up and they had like the thing on his mouth and they would like read the whatever to him.
Yeah.
I don't know what that room is called, but people were saying like that was one of the rooms for him. Probably would have been like maybe like him killing Tony Stark's mom and dad.
Yeah, that's where my head went to originally.
Yeah. Probably like U.S. agents, probably like him killing the civilian.
Yeah.
I don't know what
the civilian, the terrorist. You mean?
I don't know.
I saw a lot of people arguing about that on Twitter. Of like people got to give John Walker cut him some more slack.
Nah, it's not. It's not that he killed him. It's he killed him like in broad daylight in front of like mad people. I don't remember. I haven't watched Falcon and Winter Soldier in mad long. But
I actually really like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think it's one of the best MCU projects. I think this kind of solidified my love for it, like this continuation of John Walker.
I didn't like it, honestly. But I did enjoy like the kind of banter between Sam and Bucky in the series.
Show?
Yeah. They have like a good relationship in the show.
That's why also I don't really understand like why Sam and Bucky can't like figure this out with the Avengers thing.
It is, and also it's weird that Sam wouldn't ask Bucky to be part of his team.
Yeah, unless he did. But he would be like, "Yo, why are you working for Val?" Like,
I feel like,
and I feel like Bucky would join that team.
Yeah, I don't. It's not like Bucky's a fan of Val. It's just like they kind of got caught in that.
I don't even know why would Bucky even like want to be on the new Avengers. I
don't know.
Like,
I think it's just like
team?
I don't know. Honestly,
does he want to just save people? Is that why? I mean,
I think he wants to like get a better public image.
Maybe. I like how they kind of explored that a little bit with Yelena, where she was like, I want a more like front facing.
Yeah.
Because she wants to be more like her sister a little bit and not do like these undercover, like assassinations and whatnot.
I actually saw this online. What character do you like better so far in the MCU? Like Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow or Florence Pugh's Black Widow?
That's tough, man. I love ScarJo, and like Black Widow is obviously a huge part of the beginning phases of the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Yelena has been fleshed out a lot more.
I was gonna say, because I feel like in the beginning, Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow was just dead ass like just a female assassin, and like there was nothing.
She was just like the sex appeal.
Yeah, like for the first
Iron Man 2.
Like she didn't really actually get any like character development till like Age of Ultron. That was like the first time they actually kind of like fleshed her out a little bit.
Yeah, with like the whole with Mark Ruffalo and everything.
Whatever, that's another topic. But like it's not Scarlett Johansson's fault, but I feel like this Black Widow is like far superior in terms of like just the material that like she's way more fleshed out. We know a lot more about her, and she has like a more of a personality, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's a much more interesting character where she's like towing this line between the good and the evil, and
I think it's
wants to fall.
I think it's a detriment to Florence Pugh because it's mostly just like I feel like there's not a lot to pull for. What is her name in the comics? Yelena Blow. Like I don't even. It's just Black Widow, right? Like
I think it's White Widow.
Oh, White Widow. Okay.
Yeah.
Like there's not really a ton of like stuff to pull from, so I feel like it's more just Florence Pugh like going out there and doing a great job with kind of creating this character essentially.
Yeah, I mean she does kind of like all art house shit, and then comes back and makes these movies every once in a while.
Like her next thing's gonna be Dune 3, which is actually pretty sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think this is like random. Another thing I wrote down. I think this might just be a problem for me because like I know these characters better than the average person.
Yeah.
But I think in the initial vault sequence, there's a lot of like character introductions that I think were like overdone, where for no reason someone will be like, "Oh, you must be this person who did this, this, and this."
See, you're this person who did this, and this. I disagree with because I feel like for the most audiences, like they're not gonna know who Ghost is.
Yeah, but it just feels so forced. Like no one would actually say that.
Yeah, but I understand why it's in the movie. Like it didn't feel out of place to me because like most of the general audiences like did out of all those characters in it, Dad probably knew like Yelena Belova and like and what's his name, the Winter Soldier, Bucky.
No, I feel like he knew most of them. I don't know because he probably knew Red Guardian.
I don't think he watched
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, he did. Okay, but I feel like most of you like because a lot of those U.S. agents from a Disney Plus thing. Ghost was like a one-off villain. Taskmaster was like a one-off villain. And,
speaking of Taskmaster, what did you think of them killing her off? I really didn't understand that. Like, I get it's supposed to be shock value, but it's so obvious in the marketing that no one's shocked. She just shows up and gets killed.
It's because it was a bad interpretation of the character. It's kind of there's going to be another Taskmaster eventually. Like, there's no way. It's just going to be a more accurate interpretation of it.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think they'll circle back to it?
Because it could be, like, Taskmaster could be a villain for so many different, like, he's for Spider-Man. He could be, like, any of, like, the street-level people. He can even beef with Daredevil. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a he or she, whatever they pick. I don't know. I feel like it'll
probably be a he.
It'll probably be a he now. But that's one that it doesn't really matter to me if it's, But.
Sorry, I was just adjusting my hat because it was, like, crushing my forehead.
Did you? I was going to say, do you have a favorite scene?
Jeez, man. I think I like the Sentry scene. I really like how they kind of displayed how powerful he was. And I didn't really know much about Sentry going into this, so I liked to see kind of his power set and what he was able to do and just how overpowered he was. I also thought his suit looked awesome. I thought Lewis Pullman looked great as the character. And it was just, I don't know, it was a fun scene, just seeing him kind of destroy everyone.
At first, when I first saw the scene, I thought, like, the CGI looked a little wonky, but I kind of was like, after a while, I think I was just being a hater, and, like, it is really cool, though. Like, they do a lot of stuff in the scene. Like, I
didn't think the CGI was that bad, honestly.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know why. It's okay. It's not, like, amazing, but it was pretty good. And it's cool to see, like, I don't know, like that whole sequence, like I don't know, them actually moving the camera during the fight scene. I was like, wow, this is like, you know.
Yeah.
But that was
What
good.
about you?
That I mean, that's obviously a good scene. I really liked. I know it's a small scene, but that intro scene of Yelena fighting, and you just see her shadows. It's kind of like a hallway fight, and like the camera's kind of just moving slowly, like above her, and you see the fight through the shadows. That was a really good scene. Even her going through the rooms was another great scene as well. But I mean, the Sentry scene is probably the best scene, even though if I have to be honest.
Yeah. I feel like in terms of favorite characters too, it's kind of hard for me. I really like a lot of these characters.
Yeah.
Like I could, you could ask me on any other day of the week, and I'll have like a different favorite. Because besides Ghost, they're really all very interesting. Like Bucky's obviously great character.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a lot to do in this, but I think he's great.
I think he's funny.
Red Guardian was really funny. David Harbour's great in that role, and then John Walker.
Yeah,
he's very interesting. Like how he kind of struggles with, trying to live with himself and what he's done. He can't like forgive himself for certain things. They go into a little bit how him and his wife, I guess, are separated because he was dealing with sort of the backlash of what he did as Captain America and sort of taking it out on her. And then obviously like Yelena, she's pretty much the main character in the movie.
Yeah.
And then you have Bob and Val. Like they're all just great characters. Yeah. It's really hard to pick.
Everyone's well written.
I feel like I want to just say Yelena.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Maybe Bob. Actually, you know what? I'll go with Bob. I think he's my favorite character.
I like Yelena. I feel like she goes through the most. Like she has the best character arc in the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like how she does end up getting like that front-facing role. So I would say she's probably the leader of that new Avengers team.
Yeah, her and Bucky. I agree.
But yeah, I really like Red Guardian though too. I don't know. I think David Harbour is just perfect for that role.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
I like the stupid humor of him just like screaming and shit. It's funny. And he's like, we're the Thunderbolts. And he's like screaming. Yeah, it's funny. He's just.
I agree. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have anything else written down. Oh, what did you think about how the villain is defeated through friendship instead of like a fist fighting?
I mean, I thought it was cool because you got that like nice action sequence of like them saving everybody, and like then they still I don't know. It's very fitting for the movie. I feel like it makes sense. It's very thematic, I guess.
Yeah, and also how would they defeat him?
Yeah, no,
it would be impossible.
That's why, like, I don't know. This is like I guess to kind of end on this. Like, I don't know how is this gonna work in Doomsday? Like, because theoretically, like, he should just wipe Doom. Like,
I don't know if he'd wipe Doom, but he would be like the biggest threat to Doom easily.
Yeah.
Maybe unless like they bring Wanda back or something,
or
Thor, like Doctor Strange, or Thor. But he's supposed to be more powerful than Thor.
Or I feel like they're gonna say he's on par with Thor in this. Yeah. Like Thor level, Hulk level.
I mean, I know what they're going to do. They're just going to be like, oh, he's scared to bring out Sentry because he's scared of the Void, and he's just going to be Bob the whole movie, probably. Which is going to suck.
It's so lazy, though, I feel like.
But, bro, it's just like that's what happens when you write an overpowered character. Where's Gaia? Where's Gaia going to be during Secret Wars?
I forgot about
the scroll with every single power of every hero in the universe. You don't think she'd want to be helpful to fight Doom?
Yeah. That's
like,
great.
There's certain things that they're just gonna, just because of writing in previous projects, you just kind of have to just ignore.
Yeah.
Because it would make, but what if Gaia and Sentry just pulled up and like violated Doom? Like that would be an interesting story.
No, but like I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like he's gonna, even if it's a risk of the Void coming out. I feel like just because like their world's gonna end, there's no way he doesn't. At least maybe in the third act or something.
Yeah, no, they'll bring him out at some point. I also saw something that he's gonna get a new suit.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw in the comics he's supposed to be just kind of like he manifests his suit. He's just kind of like this all powerful.
Yeah. Do you know how he gets his?
Seemed more like scientific, like made in a lab, kind of technical in this movie.
So do you know how
to
he gets his powers in the comics? It's not like that far off from the movie, honestly.
How?
He breaks into a lab like looking for drugs, and he finds like a random vial, like a gold liquid, and drinks it and becomes a Sentry.
Seriously?
Yeah, that's what I got.
What was that vial for?
It was like them trying to make another Captain America Super Soldier Serum.
The classic.
But it was mad funny. He was like a drug addict. He's like looking for drugs, and then
Yeah.
But I mean, it's that they were pretty accurate to that.
Yeah, they
you know,
kept him. They said he was on crack or
yeah,
something.
it was on meth. What was it in the chicken suit? He was on meth or something like that.
I think he was like, yeah, well, my bad, I was on meth during this time or something. That was funny.
But yeah, I don't know if you want to get to ratings now.
Yeah, we could rate it. I feel like we kind of talked about it a lot.
So I gave it a 4 out of 5, so 8 out of 10. It's definitely a back to form for Marvel in terms of like quality. And the biggest thing I said in the beginning is like, I care about these characters after the movie. I want to see where they're gonna. I want to see where they're gonna go next. And I feel like for a lot of the other stuff, like Captain America and a lot of the other things that have come out, I've kind of felt really, like, I don't know, not invested, I guess would be the term. But this is the first time in a while I'm like, oh shit, like I'm excited to see them in Endgame. And honestly, I'd hope they stick around after Endgame and like I see more of them in the future.
Yeah.
You know?
Doomsday.
Oh fuck yeah, Doomsday and
No, you're good. When we were talking before, you kept you keep saying Endgame. Dude.
I don't know why. Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. I feel like what's funny too is that I feel like we have pretty different. Like you're a big in terms of Doomsday and Secret Wars. Like I'm a pretty bleak on it, and I feel like you're the opposite. You're pretty like positive on it.
Yeah, I am positive on it. I just feel like it's gonna be awesome. It's the rule of cool thing for me. I don't care, bro. We're getting X-Men. We're getting Fantastic Four, Avengers, Thunderbolts all together just fighting Doom. Like, bro, it's gonna be cool. I don't give a fuck. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
They're gonna have stupid cameos. Jingle the keys in front of me. I'll get hyped. But yeah, for Thunderbolts asterisk, I rated it also a 4-star, 8 out of 10. Like you mentioned, it's just such a talented team behind it, and that you can tell when they put care into the movie, get the right people, and really, iron down the details on the script, and actually take time to make a good movie. Then the movie's gonna be good. Like, it's that simple. That's what you have to do, Marvel. Hire talented people and make good movies. Yeah. And then this idea of superhero fatigue will probably go away because they're not just superhero movies; they'll be good movies. Yeah. Great characters. I was really invested in everyone, besides maybe Ghost I talked about. I think the allegory is a little on the nose, but it works. And yeah, I'm excited. Like you said, I can't believe walking out of this. I'm actually excited for like seeing the
like
in Doomsday.
Yeah, honestly, I'm sorry. Continue.
When they did like the chairs reveal, I was like, bro, like what the fuck is John Walker gonna do in Doomsday? Like I don't really care. Like what is? But now watching this, I'm excited to see how they handle this team of characters. So, movie's successful. Yeah.
And I've also read stuff that they're gonna be around after the reboot. They'll be
probably.
I feel like after like once the reboot happens, like the Avengers, they'll be a team, but they're gonna be like a back burner. Like they're not gonna be the main focus. Like the X-Men all the mutants are gonna be like the main focus of going forward.
Yeah, I feel like there'll be multiple Avengers teams after too. Probably.
It's possible, still. Yeah. Or maybe they'll be the Thunderbolts. Maybe that's how they become the Thunderbolts. Whatever.
Yeah, if they like break free from Val or something.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if this is a good transition actually because you mentioned the X-Men as well. If you want to get into movie news.
Yeah, let's do it.
We have a ton of news actually, but this is probably the I think honestly for me the biggest one. I don't know where it is on here, but I'm just gonna say it off the top of my head. So the director of Thunderbolts, I believe Jake Schreier, his name is, right?
Jake Schreier.
Schreier is in preliminary talks to direct the new X-Men reboot for the MCU, which, like, the idea of like such a talented team of like writers, directors, like people behind the camera tackling the X-Men is like such a exciting idea to me. He wasn't my first pick, no, but am I excited? Hell yeah! I think this is like pretty one of the best options they could have gone with, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'll bring on like his whole team that he had with him for Thunderbolts.
Yeah, like
I'm sorry. If there's an X-Men film with like this quality that we got with Thunderbolts in terms of the writing, in terms of like the filmmaking aspects, with like whatever editing, cinematography, stuff like that, I think there could be a really, really great X-Men movie in there. And hopefully, I mentioned this to you, but he's coming from Beef. Hopefully, we could find Steven Yeun a role in there somewhere because he was supposed to be Sentry. Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like maybe they can make him like maybe they'll make him like Stryker. I forgot his name. One of those like government officials that like hates the X-Men.
Mr. Sinister, maybe.
We could play Mr. Sinister. That's the rumored villain right now. But it's just
like as Mr. Negative. I don't know if that's racist of me because he's an Asian, but he's not like the. Isn't Mr. Negative like? He's like.
What?
What is his ethnicity? Didn't people say Steven Yeun couldn't play him because he was like?
I think Steven Yeun's Korean, but I could be wrong. I don't.
But Mr. Negative is like.
I feel like I want to say he's Japanese, Mr. Negative, but
I think he is too, because like the samurai.
The samurai stuff, yeah, but I could be wrong.
I don't know if that's racist of me to say.
No, we'll find out if you go
as
Mr. Negative.
I think he would be great. Yeah.
We'll find out if we get canceled. If you get canceled out in the next episode, but I
still have my job next episode.
I'm like very very. This is probably the most excited I've been for a Marvel thing in a long time. Like I'm honestly more excited about this X-Men thing than like Doomsday and Secret Wars, in my opinion. What if?
Makes sense. I'm excited to see like a new team.
Yeah,
because you have to cast all these cool characters, and they're going to be presumably like future roles. You know, they're going to stick around for a while. Yeah. So,
what would you do at if like this year at Comic-Con? And I saw this. This is from. I don't want to take credit for this because I saw this idea on the John Campea podcast. They were saying this. What would you do if at Comic-Con this year they're like, all right, we have a 5-year plan, and then like. 2030, 2031, we're going to have X-Men Age of Apocalypse. Like, it's going to culminate in Age of Apocalypse. Mm-hmm. Like, I think that would be sick. That would be amazing.
I mean, I guess. Like, I don't know. What? 5 years? They do it in 5 years? I feel like it should take longer.
Apocalypse?
Yeah, because how many X-Men movies are going to release in 5 years if they're still making
they're
other
still
MCU
they're
movies?
still going to do I don't think X-Men is going to be the only mutants they do. They could do like X-Force, they could do New Mutants, they could do Excalibur. There's a lot of teams they can do. It's not I don't think it's just going to be the X-Men.
I feel like 5 years is too short though.
Fair.
But you want to see Apocalypse done? I'm trying to think like what are the big X-Men storylines?
He's the biggest X. That's like an Avengers, not event, but like that's a story that's going to affect like the entire universe.
Yeah, but what X-Men stories have they not done in live action yet? They've done Dark Phoenix, they've done Apocalypse.
They're also bad interpretations of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like they could do Apocalypse again. Dark Phoenix, they probably have to take a little break on.
Yeah, Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix would be 10 years, I think, like 10 years from now. But I think Apocalypse is better because he's so inaccurate to the actual. Like, you see how Apocalypse looks in usual comic media. He's like a giant fucking. I mean, he could change his size and whatnot, but like, I feel like that would be such a good like. And then the Four Horsemen, I don't know. That's such a cool concept. Like 4 characters kind of forced to obey him to like, like against their will.
Do you think Feige is gonna be here when all this is happening? I feel like he might be done after Secret Wars.
I don't know. I think he likes the X-Men, dude. He was on that. He was like when he first started making movies. It was the original X-Men movies.
I know they did like a creative overhaul at Marvel apparently, and changed like how they approach making these projects and what to make. Apparently, like Feige was so busy that there would be, because there's all these projects like in pre-production at once that like let's say I don't know like Agatha or something would reach out and be like, oh, we need notes on like this. What do you think about this? And like he wouldn't get back to them in time, so they would just like film it without even taking his notes because he was just stretched so thin with all these projects. So I think I don't know, it might be too much for him.
I think they're definitely gonna slow the production. They have slowed down the production of a lot of the stuff. Like we're only getting next year. It's what? It's gonna be Doomsday, Spider-Man, and
a couple shows. Daredevil season 2.
Daredevil and X-Men '97 season 2, and I think that's it.
Dude, can you believe Ironheart releases in like a month?
Yeah, no, that's like another. And what's crazy is like Ryan Coogler's a producer. Like, why are they not like screaming that from the mountaintops?
Well, they just today we got our first sort of like
that's the first
look at it.
That was the first time I found out he was producing.
Yeah, but this is the first time anything about the show was released at all. So they're gonna definitely use that tactic. I've never seen them put like the first thing they release about a movie is just like an interview with the executive producer talking about it. But because of how hot Coogler is right now, of course they're gonna play into that. Which they should. I mean, Coogler's great.
Yeah.
But I was kind of like, why is he involved in this? But then I remembered that she's introduced in Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. But so Jake Schreier for X-Men, I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Next news thing, I'm excited for this, man. First trailer for The Smashing Machine, starring
Oh,
Dwayne
yeah.
The Rock Johnson, my goat. Dwayne is probably my most hated actor. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to throw the hate word around too much, but he just is never in anything good, and I feel like he has a big head. But he looks like I'm ready for this Rock Oscar push with this. He looks like he's gonna do a great job in this movie.
Yeah, he does look good.
He has like multiple different looks in the movie. He has that kind of bald look where he's kind of looks like fucked up. I don't know anything about this wrestler. His name's like Mark Kerr.
Yeah, neither do I.
I think it seems like he was a wrestler and then he ends up doing UFC or something. But the story looks very interesting.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt looks like she's going to be good.
I forgot that's like he works with her a lot. He's in a lot of stuff with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his Oscar chances, man? I think he has a decent shot to get nominated this year. Who's his competition?
I don't even, like, who would you pick right now for best performance?
Right now?
Probably Mickey 17 for me.
Yeah, probably Robert Pattinson, maybe Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
There hasn't been much this year. This year it still sucks.
Even that kid Cole Miles, I'd even consider. Because he's kind of the...
Catan, whatever.
Yeah. Because he's
the lead, though?
He kind of is the lead in the movie.
Yeah, I want to look at my 2025 list really quick. Yeah, dude, besides, like... Dude, there's nothing, man. This year fucking sucks.
Yeah, and we're almost halfway through.
Someone from Warfare, maybe?
I feel like it's too crowded in there for them, for one. You know what I mean? There's like...
Yeah. Those are all great performances.
Yeah,
I'm just like looking at my list just to see who maybe has.
If I had to pick one right now, it's probably Mickey 17, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, I agree. There's gonna be a lot of cool stuff coming out. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, exciting. I don't know if you wanted to say anything else about The Rock.
No.
You think it looks good though?
Yeah,
right?
no, I'm excited. It looks good. I'm more excited though for his brother's movie that's gonna come out this year too. But I'm waiting for that trailer.
Oh, the Timmy one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Our next bit of news, we got our first trailer to Zach Cregler's Weapons, which I'm not gonna lie, looks absolutely terrifying. Essentially, the plot of the movie is randomly one day at like 2:30 in the morning, a group of school kids get up out of their beds and run into the woods and don't come back, and there's like no explanation why. And I don't know, there's just something about, especially the footage of the kids running, that's just like so fucking terrifying. I don't know, it like unsettling or uneasy. Like, it's the first time in a while I've watched a trailer and I like physically felt like I was like, oh shit, like this is like this is gonna be really good. I'm very, very excited for this. I didn't even know anything about it before. I know that like Pedro Pascal was supposed to be in it, but dropped out because of Fantastic Four. But that's the only thing I know about it.
This movie apparently had like a bidding war going on for it.
Oh, I heard about this too.
Jordan Peele's like Monkey Paw, I think is his production company.
Mm-hmm.
He really wanted to get this film after reading the script, and then like when they didn't win it, he like fired people from his team or something.
Yeah,
like that's how good the script is. And I saw that like the kids leaving is not the biggest plot twist in the movie. Like it goes a lot deeper than that. So very interesting, and it's not only like these kids leave, but it's all the kids from one class.
Yeah.
So obviously that, people are going to start questioning the teacher, who's played by Julia Garner. And there's a lot of like little things that they're going to dive into, which I think would make for a very interesting story. And then also it just looks really scary.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool, at the end of the trailer, there's kind of like when they're spelling out the title, there's a lot of like interesting shots of different things that are happening through the movie. They don't really, obviously we don't have any context to it, but a lot of like just creepy imagery.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for it. It has a solid cast as well. So
what was I gonna say? I feel like it's gonna have something to do with school shootings for some reason. I just have a feeling it's gonna be tied or an allegory for that for some reason.
Yeah, that would make sense. I think I could definitely see them going in that direction.
Which honestly, that would be the first time like a horror movie's tackled that concept, which I think is interesting.
At least that I know of.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's obviously movies that have done.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like.
That, but.
Yeah, I mean it's like very fitting in today's climate, so very interesting.
Because that's like one of those real life things that is scary.
Yeah,
it's a real fear that especially in America.
Oh
obviously.
Yeah, well it's like only here, but anyway, our next bit of news. I don't know if you want to. You want me to do it?
Let me read this, man.
Yeah.
Sergeant Rock has been canned.
No, I'm actually.
I'm hyped, man. Thank God this.
No,
movie's not getting made.
Well, actually, I don't know if you saw it. It's on hold. It's not canceled technically.
Yeah, it's gonna be delayed, but
Yeah.
Because of, like, shooting. There's something with, like, the weather shooting where they want to shoot.
I think they want to shoot, like, I'm assuming they're doing, like, scenes in, like, the jungle and shit or something, like some type of, like, vegetated area, and that's why. But I'm not excited for this, and Matt, you know this, not because I'm, like, a giant Sergeant Rock stan or anything like that. It's the team.
Why don't you show the audience your Sergeant Rock?
Yeah, my Sergeant Rock, my 6-foot Sergeant Rock cut out in my room. Like, it's the team behind it, like Luca Guadagnino. And also, Colin Farrell got cast, who's obviously a great actor, and also it was revealed Mike Feist, right?
Yeah,
Mike Feist was cast, and David Johnson as well was cast, and Mickey Madison was offered one of the roles as well. First of all, those three alone, it would be. I'm sold on that, and Luca directing. Come on, that's an awesome cast.
I get that. I understand that. My thing is, like, Luca, I love you. If you want to go ahead and make, like, a movie about a soldier, about a war, go make that movie. Don't use that wasting a DC studio slot. Like, we superhero fans don't want the fucking Luca Guadagnino Sergeant Rock.
Shut up.
Like,
I want the Luca Guadagnino.
I would like to see him make a great war movie, but DC is only going to get a certain amount of film releases per year. Use those for superheroes that people want to see. Why do we not have a Wonder Woman movie where we're going to get Sergeant Rock? Why is Batman coming out after Sergeant Rock? Like, we should focus on building up this universe with the main pillars of it.
All right.
Like,
I'll tell you why. The reason why we're not getting Batman and Superman right now is because we've had Batman and Superman movies in the last 5 years. So they don't want it, like... I know it doesn't make sense technically, but, like, they don't want it, like... They want some time in between the movie release. Especially Wonder Woman, because it wasn't a good, like... interpretation of it, in my opinion.
I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to say that. I understand that. I get that there's a ton of talent. We were just talking about how Thunderbolts, the reason why it's successful was because of this talent behind it. But we're also so many years into the MCU that they can afford to just do these little things. Like, DC has to really set up their main players.
But, bro, it's not like it's a major $150 million massive budget. Like, it's going to be a small movie. It's like...
I get that, but if DC's making 3 movies a year and Sergeant Rock...
Okay, so
takes up one of the slots.
Would you rather them do, like, Superman, Batman, and, like, someone else, and, like, the movies are, like, not that good? Or would you rather them have, like, a Superman this year? I mean, it looks good. We'll see. Sergeant Rock with a talented team behind it. Like, I want... It's more just for the fact of, like, I don't care about... Like, I'm all for the sense... The telling stories for the sake of telling stories. Like, it doesn't have to connect to anything larger. It could literally just be a one-off story. It's more just like the cast is talented, the people behind the camera are talented, and I'm interested. Like, it seems like Luca tackling. Did you see the description of the movie or no?
Yeah, it seems like an Indiana Jones.
Yeah, Indiana Jones kind of style. Yeah. Like, that's interesting to me. Like,
bro, I'm sure it would have been great. I'm sure it would have been a good movie. And at the end of the day, like, yeah, we want good movies. That's what we want. Yeah. But I'm not, like, it's not like you're asking me the question, would I rather have this or this? It's not a bad Batman movie or a good Sergeant Rock movie.
That's fair.
It could be a good Yeah,
like,
that's
it's
fair. They're not mutually exclusive to each other.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sergeant Rock just seems like a complete waste to start this universe. Luca, go make your war movie somewhere else. Just don't attach it to the DC.
So what is he doing next then? American Psycho?
I guess, yeah. I don't really know.
I know he has he's attached to like 10 or 11 different things right now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that was the most talented director they had in the DCU.
Yeah. Who else? I mean, I feel like there was someone else really good. Well, apparently Aronofsky is going to do.
Oh yeah. Well,
that's just a rumor.
That would be insane, but
yeah. Mangold is. Yeah, I think he's got to be the most talented.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, you like the guy who's doing Supergirl. I haven't seen anything by him.
Yeah, but you know, he did I, Tonya and a couple other things, but he's talented. Yeah, but not a Luca level.
Yeah. So yeah, I was kind of upset about that, but yeah, what is what it is.
Fuck Sergeant Rock.
Yeah. This is a little bit. This isn't really movie news. This is more just like kind of. I don't know. I guess like media kind of. So obviously, I don't know if those of you don't know, Universal's opening like a brand new theme park called Epic Universe. It opened already? Oh. It looks insane. I probably won't get there until I'm like 30 because like I'm not paying whatever amount of money. But they have like giant Frankenstein ride and like they have the How to Train Your Dragon. The dragon's fucking flying around the park. Like it looks really cool. So Disney had their response, and they announced they're going to be opening a park in Abu Dhabi. So it's going to be similar, I guess, to how Tokyo Disney operates, where like they just license out their name and someone else like basically does all the work. It's also going to be completely indoors, which is really interesting too.
I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
didn't read anything really about it.
They don't have a timetable for when it's going to open. Pretty interesting that they elected to put it in Abu Dhabi, and because it's like I don't know. There's in that part of the world, there's a lot of like they're a lot more, I guess, traditional and conservative than other parts of the world. So like certain people may not be as welcome as others. So that should be. I don't know. That's not really not my problem to tackle. Very interesting. Yeah.
It's a weird choice, especially considering like Disney's message of, you know, like I'll just say this, like the Abu Dhabi, they don't fuck with the LGBTQ movement at all. I feel like that's been recently a huge thing with Disney, is like pushing that, which is fine, that's great. But how can you do that and then like go ahead and open your park here, where they probably very heavily discriminate against that type of stuff.
Let me. I just want to like
even like women. I feel like they're not. You know, they don't. They have these traditional values.
Let me just make sure. I don't want to like talk harmly about a country if I don't like actually know. I mean, honestly, like I know people that are gay that have been to the UAE. So I mean, I just know that like. It's like I know if you do certain things or whatnot, you can get in trouble.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so yeah, it's very interesting to me, especially because I feel like a lot of Disney's like demographic is like kind of that crowd in terms of like who goes to the parks. Like as think about like kids, people our age, and I feel like the people that usually go to the parks happen to be in that kind of crowd.
Yeah, the LGBTQ community and like Disney park lovers, there is like an intersection there. At some point.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. I'm interested to see like one because it's gonna be similar to Epic Universe where like everything is gonna be brand new. So like they can do like whatever the fuck they want. They're probably gonna do like Marvel shit. I'm assuming because like they have right like that's like a huge IP.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
But yeah,
they have some sort of little concept art, and there's like a weird, like huge crystallized castle, which looks really.
They said it's supposed to be like a modern looking castle, what a modern castle would look like. I also think that like they want to make stuff look like not as like what's like not specifically exclusive to Disney because like if they ever lose the license agreement, they could just like take the Disney name off and just run it as a regular park.
Yeah.
But really interesting. I thought that they would open another park in Orlando, but I guess they wanted to do the Abu Dhabi. But sure.
Fuck it.
I don't know if I'll ever end up over there, but pretty interesting to me.
Yeah. All right. You want to read this next?
Yeah, because it's pretty interesting and it's a big deal. President Trump said he plans to institute a 100% tariff on all movies coming into the United States that were produced on foreign land. I don't even know how that would even work.
Yeah, I don't really understand
it.
Like, where does the tariff? Like, who's getting charged with that? Like, where does the tariff come into play?
I mean, but this is like one of those things where like he just says the most random shit. So I don't even know if he's just talking out of his ass. It's like a real thing.
I don't know, but apparently, like that Tom Cruise Ana de Armas movie is getting put on hold because of this. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, it's stupid to me because like sometimes movies just have to film outside of like if you have a movie set in like let's say you're like the Odyssey, they're filming in Italy and Greece because it takes place in those areas. Like you're not gonna film in the United States because the movie takes place in ancient Greece. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like,
I understand it to an extent of like, yes, we want to bring jobs back into the U.S. and like it's an American movie, we want to make it in the U.S. Like, sure, I understand that, but like you said, bro, it's a certain shit you just have to film outside.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. And like I don't know if you saw, but like all the Avengers are all being filmed in the U.K. Warner Brothers opened a massive UK studio. Like all their stuff's mostly gonna be taken. Like filmed over there. I mean, I know Superman filmed in Cleveland to do like the outdoor stuff, but a lot of the green screen stuff was in the UK.
Yeah, I just like don't get where is the tariff applied?
Who
Like,
knows?
What
He
is
probably doesn't-
like
he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't like. I just
like
anything like it doesn't make any sense because I feel like he just
is
says
it,
shit to
who's
say
getting
it.
charged and when? Like let's say the Avengers is filming right now. Like where is the tariff
Maybe on
gonna hit them?
the ticket price, I guess. Maybe.
Like I don't get. I don't know. I don't really understand. I don't know. It's probably explained somewhere in an article.
We need Tom Cruise to have a long conversation with this fuck.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like I don't know. You ever see the clips on Twitter of like Tom Cruise on the phone with Trump, and it's like that clip of him during COVID, like screaming at the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really funny. He's
Yeah.
got to sit down, Mr. Trump, and
Yeah.
get into him about that.
Because I know someone asked him a question at like the.
Dude, it's just like it's such
Well-
like a random niche thing. Like it's movies, bro. Like it's not like it's manufacturing where there's all these jobs and like there's benefits to having
Yeah.
like warehouses in the U.S. Bro, it's so like who cares about movies like in the grand scheme of all
Yeah.
this? Like you're really gonna fuck up Hollywood? I don't know, man.
It's stupid. No, I agree.
Yeah.
You don't gotta tell me twice, but
Whatever. Yeah,
Whatever.
it's interesting though. I think it's good just to talk about it. But
yeah. I mean, all right. So we spoke about the X-Men thing. I don't know if you want to talk about this. You want to
the
introduce it?
Godzilla X Kong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could talk about it.
So I actually wanted to break this out actually. So we got our first. So we got our title reveal. Godzilla versus Kong. No, Godzilla X Kong Supernova is the title. So a lot of people are speculating. I just want to whip this out for a second. I don't know if people could see it. Hold on. Also, I have my Godzilla poster over there.
Yeah. If you're listening and not watching, and you heard Joe say he just wants to whip this out really quick, he's talking
Yeah.
about a blanket. So
So-
don't be too scared.
Supernova. I'm assuming we're gonna get
That looks sick. What is that? Is that Space Godzilla?
Space Godzilla, yeah. This is, I got this in the city, but people are speculating that it's either gonna be Space Godzilla or Gigan, which is like a cyborg-esque kind of Titan. I hope it's Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla is one of my favorite Godzilla kind of, I don't know, enemies or whatnot. How he is created in the movies is weird. It's like basically like Mothra goes into space and the cells of Godzilla are on her wings, and it goes into a black hole, and then the black hole like creates Space Godzilla. I mean, I don't think they're gonna do that because it wouldn't make sense. Because people were speculating.
Mothra's like dead, right? In the
No, she's alive in the. Was she
What
died?
happens? Did she die in?
I thought she
Godzilla?
survived.
Maybe survive. I don't know.
I don't know. But she's always like, I feel like she'll die and there's like an egg somewhere and then whatever, whatnot. So Space Godzilla I think would be really cool. Some people online like hating on it. I don't know why. I think Space Godzilla is awesome. He's just sick looking.
I haven't seen anyone hating on it.
Some people like shitting on it. I don't know. I like Gigan too. Gigan's really cool. We could get both too, honestly. Like,
Do you think this is definitely going to be a Godzilla-centric movie? Because I know the last one was very Kong.
seems like it.
I hope so.
I've even seen actors like that were. I saw someone's like tweet, like that somebody with that one of the cast members like reposted it and they put like a star emoji and then like a T-Rex emoji. So that's another thing people are speculating about Space Godzilla.
Didn't someone put like a twins emoji or something?
Yeah, so that's like that has something to do with Mothra about these twins from like I forgot. It's something to do with like the Hensai era. I watched all those movies at one point. I just forgot. There's a lot of lore with it. And also people. I'm sorry. I keep putting you.
No, I was going to say, I didn't actually watch that little like clip. I just saw the logo.
Oh, really?
Do they like really show anything?
Nah, it's just like a desk, and it says like, report if sites of a Titan. There's like images like showing like they're rebuilding Brazil because like it got destroyed in the other movie, and then it shows like these pictures of pyramids, but it's not Egypt. I think it's supposed to be that like society that was living in the Hollow Earth, but we'll see.
Did you watch Monarch? Because I know season 2 I think is coming out.
No, I didn't watch Monarch, but I know they finished filming.
I watched some of season 1. It was pretty good.
It's good.
That's Wyatt Russell. That's another one that he's in.
I know the girl from Prey got cast in season 2.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll finish season 1 and then watch it. But
yeah, I love Godzilla. We also got another Godzilla thing that something with like him in Southeast Asia. They showed him in like the Philippines and Thailand, and like he had the green kind of Cool.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. It was just like some sort of promotional.
I
Godzilla
know
thing.
that like Toho announced they're making like a push to make Godzilla like more like a global. But I feel like he's already a pretty Godzilla's mad popular in the U.S. I feel like.
Yeah, I think they just want to like capitalize on it. They said more
Yeah.
video games and like books, movies, whatever they could do.
I want.
So,
What was that video game we played as a kid?
Rampage.
No, the Godzilla one. Rampage was fun though.
Yeah, Rampage is really fun.
Oh, it was Godzilla Destroy All
no.
Monsters.
Oh yeah,
That game was mad fun, dude. You remember that?
I feel like I vaguely remember. I don't. I definitely remember Rampage, like the gameplay
Yeah,
mechanics. Of that.
I remember like us. You would find the Rampage. You would find the.
Yeah, to unlock the new
Yeah.
monsters, you'd have to like find certain shit. That was always fun.
Yo, your boy was in the Rampage movie, The Rock.
Dude, I've never seen that, bro.
Yeah. Apparently, it's
I'll
not
watch
that
it at some
bad. I
point.
heard people say it's like actually not that bad.
I know, like in the game, it's something to do with like some
Soda,
that
yeah,
gets
like
made.
the
I
weird
feel like
ass
there's
soda.
no way they did that in the live action. I don't know.
I think he's like a zookeeper in the movie, and like his
Yeah,
ape,
does that-
his ape
yeah.
gets like huge or something like that.
I wonder if they bring in the soda. They definitely must reference it.
I feel like
Sure.
yeah.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
but yeah,
we got another trailer though. You could. I guess I'll talk. About
yeah,
this,
you can
so.
talk about this.
So James Gunn tweeted out the trailer for Peacemaker season 2. So I never finished season 1, but a couple things in this trailer is one, we got Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl in it, as well as the new Maxwell Lord, played by Sean Gunn, which I think is pretty cool. I like the interconnectivity,
Yeah,
and that shows that at least like some of it takes place in the new DCU. We don't know how they're gonna handle the switch yet. I don't know if the whole show will take place in the new universe or how they're gonna explain the switch. But they also show like a second Peacemaker at the end of the trailer, which popular theory that I think probably makes the most sense is that one of those Peacemakers is the original from DCEU, and then one of them is going to be the DCU one. And I think personally the DCEU one is going to kill the DCU one and then replace him.
Yeah, that's
so.
I think that's gonna happen too.
Yeah, that would be funny, and it would explain like how he knows all this shit from like this previous universe. He'll be like the only one.
Yeah.
And that.
So I'm not gonna. There's like a. He looks like an evil Peacemaker, kind of. I'm not gonna. There's like a reason. If you finish season 1, you'll. I don't want to explain why I think he is. Because it has to do with spoilers for season 1. So, but, it looks pretty. It looks like the same type of thing we got with season 1. Like the music looks great. I don't know. I'm sure there's fight scenes should be like cool. They have Michael Rooker's playing some like I don't even know what it is. It looks like a
culturally appropriated
yeah.
Native American.
Apparently,
person.
people think he's gonna play this villain. I forgot the name, but it's like a white guy. It's not like a Native American.
Oh yeah.
But it's like he gets his like powers from cocaine or something like that. Like it's some crazy ass like.
That sounds like.
It sounds very like James Gunn would do a villain like that. So
like a Peacemaker thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I like Peacemaker a lot. I like the characters in it. What's her name? The girl from the Minecraft movies in this too.
Yeah. I forgot her name, but yeah.
She's great. But yeah, when you finish season 1, I'll explain. It'll make more sense about like what's going on with the other Peacemaker.
Yeah,
I
will. I definitely will
Yeah.
before. But all right, yeah, it looks cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think about Hawkgirl and Guy Gardner being in it?
I think that's cool. Yeah, it seems like he's like auditioning for like their like Justice League or whatever or whatnot.
Maybe, or like whatever Maxwell Lord's team is, because they're wearing that like Lord Tech stuff.
Yeah.
So
A lot of people, I saw people shitting on the Maxwell Lore look, but I mean, like, he's just supposed to be like a businessman. I don't really like. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. It's so minuscule of a character that like.
I don't really. It's just I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't really care. I feel like it looks fine.
The only thing is like the obvious James Gunn nepotism rumors, whatever.
I don't know,
Not
man.
rumors, but like
If he was casting him as like fucking like Lex Luthor or Superman, I'd be like, all right, like it's literally he's probably gonna be in Peacemaker.
No, yeah, I don't blame him, man. Of course, you're gonna hire your friends and your family. Why not? Like you're in a position.
If it's like if they're major characters, I can understand people getting scrutinized about it. But like realistically, I bet you Maxwell Lord's in Superman for like less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, and honestly, like everything that Sean Gunn has done so far, I think has been pretty good.
Yeah,
In terms of
like it's
stuff
not like
making.
he's
It's not like he's horrible.
yeah. Like I feel like he's. It's not like he's noticeably bad in scenes. He's good in
Yeah,
Guardians.
yeah.
Um.
All right, this next
Yeah.
thing I want to move on to. So, can you read it? Because I have the picture up. But I want to
Yeah.
share my screen.
So we got our first look at the Jurassic World Rebirth kind of new monster. It's called the Distortus Rex. I didn't even know that's actually kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
The D-Rex. Yeah.
It looks very unnatural and
There it
abnormal
is.
looking. You got it up.
See it?
Yeah, I actually really like the look.
He looks like you a little bit.
Yeah, low key.
Look at him. His little
My
forehead.
his forehead's a little smaller than mine, but I do like the look. I like how unnatural it looks. I like the little like appendages he has. Like it just looks It's kind of I could see the Rancor kind of look with the arms.
Definitely.
What is this supposed to be a mix of? A T-Rex?
A Rancor and a Xenomorph.
What is this?
I don't know where the Xenomorph aspect is, but
Maybe his blood will be acid or something like that.
obviously this is just a render. Like it's probably gonna look better in the actual movie because this doesn't look like hyper realistic. You know,
Yeah,
like how it will actually look in the movie, and it's not in motion. So
yeah. I kind of wish it was
cool. Though. I like it.
a dark. I wish it was like a darker color.
It did look a little darker.
Yeah, it looks
in the trailer.
like gray or black in the trailer, right? Maybe it could
Yeah.
camouflage
Maybe.
like the other
but
whatever.
I like how
Rex.
it's supposed to be like a failed fucking experiment.
Experiment,
or whatever,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, I like how it looks. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can move on.
Yeah. I guess I'll talk about it. You could talk about this if you.
Yeah, I got to talk about this because if you guys have been watching us, you'll know we did our top 10 most anticipated 2025 films a while ago. My number one was Alpha, directed by Julia Ducournau. We got our first poster for it and confirmation that it's going to release in theaters this fall. I think it's a cool poster. I didn't know that. Actually, no, I think I did know this. Neon is producing it.
I didn't know that.
Neon has
actually.
been on such a tear recently that I'm hyped that they're doing it.
feel
But
like
I think Neon did her other films too. They definitely did Titan.
Okay.
I forget if they did Raw. But very excited about this. We got a
Yeah.
little synopsis too. I don't have it up, but off the top of my head, I think it was like a mother begins to worry when her daughter comes back from class one day with like a strange tattoo on her arm. And you could see it in this poster. It looks like an A carved into her arm.
Yeah.
So really excited for this. It's going to be coming to theaters this fall.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see if Julia can do it again.
I
Are you
think
like
so.
more hyped after this poster, or just kind of the same? Whatever?
Yeah, the same. I gotta wait for a trailer because I don't know. I mean, like I'm sure it's gonna be good. All our other stuff is great. So
Have you seen Titan?
I still haven't. No, I'm gonna watch it before. I'm working right now.
I might have to wreck it, man.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it.
Right now I'm in the middle of my Mission Impossible. I'm trying to catch up before the new one comes out. I'm on 5 right now.
It's looking
Well-
coming out this Friday.
I know. Oh, I have 5, 6, and I've seen 7. So
All right. Yeah, you
But-
should be able to get through it.
yeah.
All right, you can do this next thing.
We got our first teaser for Spider-Noir, which I actually forgot about. I like. It's cool that Nicolas Cage is playing it. I like that it's in black and white. I mean, we got like a
Same,
little
yeah.
clip reel of it. Looks. I like also the thing of him turning the lights on for his eyes. I thought that was really cool. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I like
Did you
his,
watch the
his
trailer?
voice too. Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah,
His, yeah, it seems like it'll be cool.
it's
I
just
like,
the
like
same.
you said, I like the black and white. It's a little stylized.
Yeah.
It looks very different than like a lot of It looks unique.
The guy
His look
from
is like perfect. It's completely comic accurate.
yeah. The guy from the Banshees of Inisherin, he's gonna play the Vulture in this. The guy, not Colin Farrell, the other dude, the guy who like cuts off his fingers.
Yeah, what the fuck's his name, dude? Gleason. Something
Yeah.
Gleason.
He's gonna play
Gleason?
something like that. Yeah. So
How do you know he's playing the Vulture? Did they reveal it?
I feel like it. Yeah. Hold on. Let me double check. But look up Spider-Noir cast. I'm pretty sure it's. I'm pretty sure that they released a look at him too, but like it's just like him in a suit. It's not like he doesn't have anything else going on.
Spider-Noir, Brendan Gleeson.
Maybe he's playing Sandman. I don't remember.
I don't think they said who he's playing.
Oh, maybe it was a rumor that it was Sandman because there's like a fight scene that they film where like he's like kind of like smacking things in the air. People were saying, "Oh, it might be Sandman."
Yeah.
But this is
Yeah, it looks cool.
it's honestly also it's the first I think live action Spider-Man show. I don't think we've ever seen one before.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not live action.
Yeah, so it's
never.
pretty cool. Which I think Spider-Man can work as a TV show.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's worked in animated.
Yeah,
form, so.
I just feel like he's too big of a character for them to ever do it on TV.
Yeah. All right, next up we got our first look at RDJ on set as Doctor Doom for Avengers Doomsday. He's wearing like a little muscle suit. He's reading Jeremy Renner's book, so maybe Hawkeye confirmed, possibly. And the one thing I like his look. I like his hair.
The hair looks fine.
Good.
Yeah.
The one thing he has like
this
motion capture dots on his face. So nanotech Doom mask, bro. Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna do it?
It's either that they're doing the mask like that, which I'm gonna be fucking livid if they do, or they're gonna do because usually Doom is like disfigured. Like usually I feel like he has like scars and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I just feel like they're not gonna do because it's just RDJ is too big of an actor for them to do something like that, in my opinion. But I don't know. I really hope it's not the fucking. I hope please just be a flashback or something, man. Like
in a perfect world, though, I think that it could be like a Spider-Man situation where they do like the mocap on the face and it is CGI, but when he like takes it off, it's a physical mask. It's not like nanotech.
I feel like it's different.
That could still work.
Though. It's so different because Spider-Man's like a cloth mask. This is like a metal sheet. It's like a metal piece of metal. It's like the Thor helmet in Love and Thunder.
Yeah, but if he like physically takes it off, if it's like done with CGI and then the scenes where he takes it off, it's physical, but they just don't want him to like wear it the entire time, I think that's fine. I'm hoping that's what it is. Because Doom nanotech mask, man, I do not.
I told you,
I
man.
don't want that.
I'm not a big fan of the Russos. I don't know. Point me in a direction where they've done something good outside of the Avengers.
What do you mean, Electric State?
There you go. Yeah, I can't even watch. I didn't even watch. I watched Gray Man, and because that's supposed to be like their best thing.
I liked Gray Man.
I did not like him. I thought it was like kind of boring, but that like that little girl's mad fucking annoying. I forgot her name. Stupid ass movie. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway,
we'll see. I feel like we're gonna get like some sort of reveals for Doomsday soon.
We'll probably get a trailer at Comic-Con, July.
Well, I feel like maybe they'll give us first look images or something, which is really exciting. Because we have like a year.
Yeah.
A little over a year.
Yeah. I just wanted to actually talk about that too. So we actually got confirmation too that this is a little off topic, but Supergirl finished filming, and the VFX team is going to have a complete year to finish the visual effects, which is like, I mean, I've read the book that they're basing it off of. It's very like it's space-based, so a lot of like the settings are kind of out there and extravagant. So it's very encouraging to hear that they are finishing. They do have a year to do it. But just to counter on that, obviously, completely different movie. And then also, we didn't talk about this too about Spider-Man 4. We got some news with that too. Spider-Man 4 is coming out the same weekend or 2 weeks apart or something like that, and it hasn't even started filming yet.
As Supergirl?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's a much less VFX heavy movie. I'm assuming. I mean, it should be. It's Spider-Man, but that's definitely a little concerning to me. That
I think so. Yeah.
You know,
it is a bit concerning. I still trust Marvel for some reason. I probably shouldn't at this point, but I feel like it'll be fine. Maybe they have a short shooting schedule.
Yeah, like I feel like Spider-Man is like it shouldn't be too VFX heavy, so that's why it's like okay. It's maybe I'm just nitpicking, but like still, it's coming out in what 14 months, 15 months.
It's a little bit after Doomsday, but also, what is it? How many months after? It's like 2 months after Doomsday.
Yeah.
So if they start filming 2 months from now, which would be like 2 months after Doomsday starts filming, then it still should be fine. Because that would like make sense.
I just hate their like their even Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comes out later than Doomsday, and Doomsday just started filming too.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
That's one thing I'll give James Gunn is like in terms of production, like he lets them have their time and like lets them like get the like Superman was another one. They finished. Pretty sure Superman finished before Jurassic World even started filming.
They could delay this though. They could always delay it.
I feel like they should do it like December.
I don't know. They want summer blockbuster, man. But the only thing is with Doomsday and Spider-Man, you're kind of locked into this where if you delay one, you have to delay the other.
Well, if they delay Doomsday, yeah, they have to, but
Yeah.
not necessarily for like they could delay. No way, was it Brand New Day?
Yeah.
They could delay it 3 months; it'll be fine.
I feel like Secret Wars is not going to come out in 2027. It's definitely going to get pushed back a year, I feel like.
If that means we get a better movie, I'm all for it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But also, I guess now to touch the Spider-Man thing quick, they cast this woman from The Bear. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I forget her name, but she's pretty good in The Bear. She's like Puerto Rican. Maybe
people are speculating that it could be Miles' parents. We also got apparently that Mr. Negative is going to be the villain in this official concept art. Somebody said that this is going to come out soon, and also that they hired the stunt coordinator from Shang-Chi, which is also very exciting. That's honestly the biggest thing to me is that I feel like the fight scenes are going to be very, very good in this.
Yeah, I hope so. Because Destin Daniel Cretton,
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, if he's bringing his team over for it.
And I feel like Holland he does a lot of his own stunts and shit. Like I feel like he'll be up for the task of like doing a lot of those fight scenes.
I know in Sony's agreement with Marvel, they're like, oh, we're going to put like one major MCU character in each Spider-Man movie. So they had Iron Man, then Nick Fury, then Doctor Strange. Who do you think makes the most sense here?
I mean,
like Shang-Chi, maybe.
But if this is taking place the same time as Avengers, probably not, because he'll be occupied in Doomsday.
So who is not currently in the Avengers?
It could be a new hero. It could be somebody new.
Could. I'm trying to think. Who's like the notable people not in the Hulk? But Hulk's probably gonna be in.
Maybe Daredevil.
Daredevil makes the most sense
because it's New York. He's not going to be in Doomsday.
And then they'll both be in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah.
That actually, I hope they do that.
That would make the most sense.
That would make the most sense because Charlie Cox was also in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
So.
And maybe him and Daredevil versus Mr. Negative would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also saw a rumor there's like an original villain they're gonna do that's like it's gonna take it's a female and it's a woman and it's gonna have like inspiration from like a samurai look or something like that.
Yeah, that could be. I saw people saying that's like Wraith, the one who's in the Spider-Man games.
Who's Wraith?
Like Yuri.
Oh, Yuri. But she's not. Is she actually? I mean, I don't know. Whatever.
She's her looks kind of like samurai inspired a little bit. I don't know.
I don't remember what she looks like in the games. Honestly, isn't she a cop? Yuri.
Maybe she becomes that villain though, in the second game. It's like the purple suit she has. She has kind of like that, like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat thing. She like chucks it.
Let me look it up. Honestly, I haven't.
Look up like Yuri, Spider-Man 2.
Let me see. Did I not fight her as a villain in the game? Is it like a side thing? I don't think I actually fought her. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's like she has that.
Oh yeah, that suit's horrible. Oh my god.
That's like kind of samurai with the mask, I guess. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, I would rather honestly if they use her, they should just completely do a different look. Like if the samurai look would be way better.
I'm gonna show the. I'll show really quick.
The audience.
Well, you too, but this is like the comic look. That's like kind of
okay. I mean, it's just more like a Spider-Man suit, I guess. Like the Spider-Man 2 one is ass. It just looks like a hockey mask and like she looks like. You know what she looks like?
This kind of looks like samurai-esque.
I guess. But honestly, even if they did something original, like she got a new suit that was samurai-based, that's fine.
This is sick.
That's a cool picture. You know what she looks like in the Spider-Man 2? She looks like Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, a little bit. She's got the hockey mask going on.
But yeah, I mean, exciting news. Like I don't know. I don't like the Marvel's like production schedules.
Yeah, no, I get that. But all right, you want to get this last piece of news out the way, and then
this actually just came out like maybe right before we recorded. But Kristen Ritter is going to be returning as Jessica Jones in Daredevil: Born Again season 2. I feel like everyone kind of speculated that. I'm assuming that all of the defenders will come back. But because at the end they kind of tease that he needs to build a team to like fight Kingpin.
Yeah.
So you think that? I mean, I'm assuming it will get her, obviously Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Do you think we'll get anybody else? Like,
Who else is there? Like Iron Fist. What's her name? His like that
we
Asian
go.
girl. That's what that like fights with him.
What about
Should be cool.
what about the one? Oh, what's her name? Not Misty Knight, right?
Oh, Misty Knight. Yeah, she would be cool.
Her, or even like Moon Knight. They could even do. I don't think they will.
What about Mahershala Ali's character, like Diamondback or whatever?
What is no cotton? Was it Cottonmouth?
Or Cottonmouth?
Cottonmouth.
Yeah.
It was a snake. Yeah, I forgot he was in Luke Cage. Yeah. I mean, honestly, he might as well. He's not going to be Blade. It sucks. I'm not going to. I don't want to go.
Blade eventually. Yeah, we don't.
I don't think so, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited for this though. Jessica Jones. I really like that show, and I like Kristen Ritter a lot. I think she's a perfect Jessica Jones. So yeah, this kind of like confirms that they are bringing they're at least making some sort of team. I don't know if they're gonna bring back the Defenders fully, but it seems like why would they just bring Jessica Jones? Like they have to bring them all back.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Who do you think Matt Lillard is playing?
I don't know. He said he has a small role, but he was like, "Oh, I hope there's a way we could bring him back somehow, in like future shit." So maybe he's playing like I
feel like he has to be
from the comics.
I feel like he has to be a killer. There's like,
that's his
MO.
archetype.
Yeah, I don't know. Imagine him as who plays Carnage? What's Carnage's character? Cletus Cassidy.
Bro, that would be like the most random thing, but maybe.
I mean, it's not like the craziest thing. He puts on trial for murder.
Yeah, that could be true. Matt Lillard, Cletus Cassidy.
I think that's good casting. If he was, if he was younger too. I mean,
if he was younger, yeah.
But
they could whip him into shape. It's Marvel.
Yeah, no, you know, it's CGI. He doesn't even have he doesn't have to do the fight scenes.
Yeah.
But anyway.
All right, yeah, Jessica Jones. Excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we'll move on.
Yeah.
We got some film trivia we'll do today.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got going on here. So, if you guys have been keeping up with us recently, we've been running some film trivia. So, yeah. So we will be guessing. Which one are we gonna do first? You want to do the guess movie based on the cast?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. So Joe and I have a few movies to go back and forth with each other, and we're gonna guess the film based on the cast members. So, I have my first movie up, Joe, and maybe I'll go first.
Okay.
You go.
I got my first one up too.
We'll go one at a time here.
All right.
Imagine we have the same movie.
There's no way you're gonna have this. Okay. I haven't seen this movie, but the cast is really good, and I want to see it. But
have I seen it?
I have no idea. Actually, I don't think you have. Okay.
How the fuck am I gonna guess it?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Right, yeah,
all right.
Whatever.
Ready? So first cast member is Jason Schwartzman.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Nope.
Isn't he the lead? Oh no, he's not the lead in that. But all right, ready?
Yep.
Marissa Tomei.
Marissa Tomei. And I haven't seen it.
You may have seen this actually.
My Cousin Vinny.
No.
All right. Just for future reference, make sure I've seen the movie before we do this.
I think you did one I didn't know.
No, bro. I always make sure you've seen them.
No.
All right. Next cast member is Lawrence Fishburne.
John Wick 2?
Not no. John Wick 2. What you got for me? I'm ready.
All right. Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, Marissa Tomei. Oh, I feel like I should know this.
Sidney Lumet directed.
Sidney Lumet.
He directed The Wiz and he directed 12 Angry Men.
All right, you don't have to give me too many hints, man.
All right.
We'll make it fair. Marissa Tomei, Ethan Hawke. Boyhood?
No.
Okay. All right, third actor. Aubrey Plaza.
I've seen this. What the fuck is this?
It's recent movie.
It's not My Old Ass. I know Aubrey Plaza's in that, but it's not that. I don't, dude. I have no idea. I feel like I haven't seen anything with her in it recently.
So it's Lawrence Fishburne, Jason Schwartzman, Aubrey Plaza. So far.
It's not
Just throw something.
Asteroid City.
Nope.
He's in that though, right?
Jason Schwartzman, I think is. I don't know about Lawrence.
No, Jason Schwartzman. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe he is.
All right. Ready? Next one.
Go ahead.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Ethan Hawke. Oh fuck. What is it, man? The Master?
No.
God damn it, bro. All right.
Honestly, I thought you would have knew this. That's why I picked it, because I feel like it's...
All right, wait, I'll get to it. Don't give up on me yet. All right, next cast member is Giancarlo Esposito.
It came out recently?
We're getting down to it, bro. You're gonna kick yourself.
It's not, Fuck, man. I'm thinking of, that vampire movie. But I don't think it's that either. But I don't know anything else. I'm just gonna guess that. But you know what I'm talking about? Oh, is it Abigail?
Not Abigail.
Yeah.
Not Abigail. All right, what do you got for me?
All right.
This is like the second to last,
Yeah.
right? All right.
Yeah. Albert Finney.
Albert Finney?
Yeah.
Bro, who is that?
I don't know. He's in Corpse Bride, Skyfall, Big Fish.
Bro, why would you give me him at the end? Is he like one of the leads?
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Ethan Hawke. Is it like a famous movie or not really?
I think so, yeah.
I feel like I'm an idiot, bro.
I've heard of the movie before. I just didn't know anything.
Okay. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Oh, Synecdoche, New York.
No.
Fuck.
You want to know it?
No, wait. You have one. I have one more to give you. Then you have one more.
Oh, okay, all right.
So, last cast member for you is Adam Driver. I'll give you some hints too, because that was the last cast member. So, think about a big movie that Adam Driver led recently.
Oh, fuck. Megalopolis.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, dude.
Megalopolis.
I forgot about that movie, honestly.
Yeah. It's a great cast.
Yeah, it is. It is a very good cast. Who was Lawrence Fishburne and Jason Schwartzman right there? Who the fuck did they play?
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. I forget who he plays, but he's like in the car in that one scene when he gets shot.
Oh, when he's shot in the face.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Oh, Aubrey Plaza is just like his
Oh,
husband.
Lawrence Fishburne. He like narrates it. Remember? He,
Oh
talks
yes.
around
Well, what about
and stuff.
Schwartzman?
He plays Jason Xanders. I don't really remember him in it too much.
Yeah.
But all right, who's my last person,
All right, Aleska Palladino.
bro?
Oh, Michael Shannon's in it too.
What the fuck, man? Like, am I supposed to know this, bro?
I feel like you should. Like, I've heard of this movie before.
Michael Shannon, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Marissa Tomei, and then two random people. I might have to give me some more hints here.
You want to know the plot?
Nah, give me like the genre.
I'd say like thriller.
Thriller. Holy fuck, that dog scared me. All right, give me the plot.
You want to hear
I'm struggling.
When two brothers organize a robbery of their parents' jewelry store, the job goes horribly wrong, triggering a series of events that send them and their family hurling towards a shattering climax.
I feel like I'm picturing the poster in my head, but I don't know the name of the movie. Just give it to me, bro. I have nothing.
Before the Devil Knows You're Dead.
Bro, come on, dude. I've never seen that. How the fuck am I supposed to know what that is?
I don't know. All
right. I'll give it to you. Future reference, you have to pick a movie that I've seen
fair.
before. But
Fair.
yeah, I've never seen that, bro. Like, all right, whatever. I'll give it to you. All right, you can you can start the next one. Go ahead.
Okay. Hold on, wait. Let me pull it up now. All right. Are 5 people, right?
Yeah.
All right. So there's one common actor in this one too, with the other one.
Okay.
So this one you like should know what this is.
Have I seen it? Have I seen it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I lied. There isn't a connecting actor, but you have seen it.
Okay.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Richard Roxburgh.
Richard Roxburgh. Can you show me a pic of him, please?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm not sure if I know who that is. I don't want to look him up because it might like show what movies he's been in.
I could do it on my phone. Actually, I'm an idiot. Hold on. I'm like, how am I supposed to show you that? Damn, the dog is
Ignore
going
that
ham.
that dog. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Let me see him.
I mean, this isn't what he looks like in the movie, but this is like a picture. I'm trying to
See
find.
if I recognize him, dude. Just show me a picture of him. It's not focusing, bro.
Oh my god.
Bro, his face is like fucked up. Oh. Okay, that doesn't help me at all, but thank you. I'll guess. I'll guess. Barnyard.
No.
Okay. Alright, your first actor is Dylan Minnette. You might not recognize the name, but
No.
you're gonna know him when I show you a picture. This kid. You know.
Oh, he's from that show where the girl kills herself.
Yeah. 13
Yeah,
Reasons.
that
Why.
one. It's recent.
I'm not saying nothing, bro.
All right.
But bro, he's not like he's young. You know, it can't be that old.
Yeah. I don't know. Warfare? I have no idea.
Nope.
Yeah. Where's the next one?
Yep, I'm ready.
Henry. I butcher this. Czerny. Scissory.
Just show me the damn pic, bro.
Okay, hold on.
Henry Scissoring.
Scissory? It's like Russian, I think. Czerny.
Bro, I just want you to realize something. Like, when we
Yeah.
play this game, I try to pick movies that have, like, 5 decently recognizable names. Just so that this doesn't happen.
The movie's recognizable, just like the...
Like, who is Henry Scissoring? Bro?
You'll see. You'll know who he is. He's in Scream.
Alright, let me see him. That motherfucker?
No fucking focus.
No, I could tell who it is. Yeah, I could tell who it is. Alright, I got it, bro. I got it. You can take it away.
Alright.
I want to say it's a Mission Impossible movie. Is it Mission Impossible?
Yep.
Let's fucking go, bro. Let's go, dude. That was such a fucking elite pull by me. I knew he was in Mission Impossible.
I don't know if you saw 2 or not. So I was going to pick 2 because... I was going to pick 3 actually with Fassbender's in it, but you didn't see 3, so I had to change it.
Yeah. Or Philip Seymour. You mean.
Yeah, Philip Seymour, yeah.
Alright, let's get yours out of the way. Next cast member, Viola Davis.
The only thing I know that she was in recently is like The Woman King, but I doubt it's that.
You don't think Dylan Minnette is in The Woman King?
No. Unless he's like buying fucking people in it. No. Alright, who else?
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Paul Dano.
Is it Dumb Money?
Nope. These next 2 will give it away for sure. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, Prisoners.
Yep.
Yeah,
Prisoners.
Yeah.
I forget Viola Davis is in that, but she plays.
I forget
who she plays, but she's
Who was the first guy you said?
Dylan Minnette.
Who the fuck does he play?
He's one of the sons.
Oh.
He's like the older son, I think.
I was surprised you didn't say what's his name. The guy who plays the killer.
Paul Dano.
No, the other dude.
Oh, the other guy?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, David Dastmalchian.
Yeah.
He's kind of like lower on the list because he's not really in it that much.
Fair.
All right.
I
kind of actually sniped that Mission Impossible one. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
I reckon once I saw that guy, I was like, this dude's in something that I know.
Yeah, I'm a big Mission Impossible guy now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. All right.
You ready for? I'll start with this one.
Okay.
One more. This is our last one. Then we'll do like the MCU shit.
Okay.
Okay. So first actor for this movie is David Cross.
Can I see a picture of him?
Yeah, he's from Alvin and the Chipmunks. This guy.
Oh yeah, such a.
He's kind of clean.
Oh. David Cross. I feel like he's in a bunch of things too. I don't know, dude. Fuck. I feel like he plays a villain in something. Is he the villain in the movie?
No comment.
I'm gonna guess Chip and Dale.
No.
A rescue ranger.
Not Chippendale.
All right.
What you got for me? I'm ready.
Ready? Holt McCallany. No, McCallany? McCallany.
Bro.
You've seen this movie. Shut up.
All right, bro. Who is it? Let me see his flick, please. Holt McCallany?
Yeah. He was in, yeah.
Don't tell me what he was in, because then it eliminates that.
Let me pull him up.
His first name is Holt?
Yeah.
Okay. Would I recognize his face?
You'll probably recognize his face. I do.
I gotta get my actor knowledge up. I recognize him. Okay, let me think. What do I recognize him from? 'Cause maybe I could snipe this. Dude, he kind of looks like Jordan Belfort a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what Jordan Belfort looks like.
I'm just gonna guess Wolf of Wall Street then, just 'cause like.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next cast member is Elijah Wood. You know him, right?
Yeah. He's from the Lord of the Rings. I've seen it.
Yeah, you've seen it. It's a very notable film. You know what? I'll give you this hint after the next cast member.
I'm trying to like think what he's even in, dude. Besides like, I have no idea. I'll have to pass, dude. I literally have no idea.
Just guess something so I could put a little graphic on the screen.
I don't even know. I guess Lord of the Rings.
Nope. Not Lord of the Rings.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right. Stanley Simons. This is the last, like, the next three people are, like, notable.
Okay. Stanley Simons. I'm going to have to look him up. I'm not going to look up anything that he's in.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get a picture of his face. He's like a young guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Stanley Simons. I don't know. I looked at what he looked like. I don't fucking recognize him at all. So I'm going to guess... the SpongeBob movie.
Nah.
All right. Here we go. We're getting into the heavy hitter cast members here. You ready?
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo. Hint is we've talked about it on this podcast before. The movie.
I have no idea. Literally no idea.
Think about some movie we talked about.
With
David Cross, Elijah Wood, Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo, yeah. The other two, I've absolutely no idea. Poor Things, like I
Nope.
no,
Not
yeah.
Poor Things. All right, I'm ready. What you got next?
Harris Dickinson.
Harris Dick. There's a couple options here because he's relatively new.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Iron Claw.
Yep.
Let's go. Now that you say that, I do recognize that first guy from Iron Claw.
Yeah, he's the dad.
Yeah, the second guy, I don't know. I don't really know.
I think the second guy is supposed to just be like. Remember they lose a son when they're mad young.
Oh,
And
he
he's-
plays him.
yeah,
maybe?
yeah, like when they're-
Okay. All right. Get smoked.
I don't know what
I'll give you
movies are
your
full
last
of pain.
two cast members now.
Yeah.
You're gonna, bro. This is not a tough one. Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet, Mark Ruffalo. We talked about it on here. I'll give you a hint. It's one of my favorite movies.
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
All right, you want the last
Yeah.
cast member?
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Oh, Eternal Sunshine for a.
Yeah.
We talked about that like over 2 years ago, probably.
Bro, it doesn't matter. We still talked about it on
Yeah.
here. So, not like you
Ethan,
remember
I didn't
all-
even. He's
What?
what? Ethan was
Elijah
in.
Wood?
Yeah, he's in that.
Yeah, he's like, remember there's like that side story where he like takes a bunch of Clementine's possessions and like tries to make her like fall in love with him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's like the little freak. He's pretty good in that.
Honestly, I forgot. I completely. I haven't seen that movie in man long. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well-
good job. I would say, bro, you gotta pick movies I know first of all. So that first one was like that was kind of fucked up. But
Honestly,
Also-
I thought you would have known that one.
dude, I always try to pick movies where like I could pick 5 recognizable people. So it's not just like
Yeah.
oh, let me see what this guy looks like, this and that. So I'm just saying, keep it in mind. That's it.
Yeah.
You haven't been doing any bad of a job, but all right. You want to do these letterbox review things?
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta pull mine up again.
Okay, so we'll just go like I'll say 3, you say 3
Yeah.
until
All right.
Okay.
Wanna go first?
I'll go first. So we're gonna be trying to guess the MCU film. Oh, that sounded weird. Let me do another intro. Sorry, guys.
What? That's not weird.
Okay. So Joe and I will be trying to guess the MCU film based on the letterbox reviews. So I'll start, and let's see if you can guess this film, Joe. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first review says Captain America and the Winter Soldier from Temu.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Nope.
All right.
Next review says the most unrealistic part of this movie is that the president actually went to prison for his crimes.
Oh, Brave New World.
Yeah,
All
Brave
right.
New World. And then the last one, which I would have read, was would love to know Red Hulk's plans for combating inflation.
That was funny.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Men will literally fight a mythological creature before going to therapy.
Shang-Chi?
No.
Okay.
The next one is. I feel like I have to have an accent for this, but it says it's mental.
Give us your best accent.
It's mental.
Let's see.
It's mental illness, ain't it, bruv?
Oh, Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Moon Knight. Yeah, that's funny.
And then
What was
the last one was like, "There's been a mistake. Moon Knight, you guys won Best Picture."
the classic La La. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Next film I got for you. Hold on a second. Okay. This was more of a Civil War than Civil War.
Infinity War.
Nope. Delicious. Finally, a good fucking villain.
Delicious.
It's just like a saying. It's a saying. Like it's like a meme. It's like delicious,
Yeah.
finally a good soup or some shit.
Yeah.
Like that.
Nah,
You know,
nah,
like
yeah.
yeah.
A good villain? Black Panther?
Black Panther.
Oh, wow.
Good guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Killmonger. The last one was Letitia Wright calling Martin Freeman a colonizer is a strong contender for best line delivery of 2018.
I didn't even know they called him that. That's actually really funny.
Yeah. But all right,
All right.
what you got?
Ready? Actually, this is kind of a spoiler already by saying this, but whatever. I didn't
Say
realize
one
that.
of the other ones then.
Yeah.
Say one of the other ones.
Hold on. Actually, a bunch of these are spoilers.
I picked them before. Like I searched through some of them. There was like a lot of them had spoilers.
Yeah. Actually, I'll redact the name.
Okay.
Not blank saying I could do this all day and then dying 13 business seconds later.
All right. It's got to be something with Captain America in it, I guess. And dying. I guess Endgame.
No.
Endgame.
No.
Okay.
This one kind of. Imagine making a multiverse movie, but exploring 3 of the lamest dimensions.
Oh, Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, I forgot Peggy Carter says that.
Yeah.
Then she gets murdered.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, what's the
Last one was where'd it go? I'm sorry. Plot is held together by rubber bands and duct tape. Every set piece is brimming with weird visual ideas. Main character is a constant torturous spin cycle. Sam's back! Exclamation point.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I don't know why people shit
So do
on it.
I.
Yeah.
I love that movie too.
Yeah.
But all right, last one here. This review says, a lot of this movie doesn't really work, but I've thought about it more in the past day than I have about Black Widow in the past 3 months. So that has to count for something.
Did it release close to Black Widow? Is that why people were saying that?
I mean, that review would imply it, right? I'm not giving you any more hints, bro.
Shang-Chi?
Nope. Next review says, inject this cast into my veins, in all caps.
Thunderbolts?
Nope. This one's going to give it away.
Oh, is it Eternals?
Bro, wait. Let me read the damn review, bro. Screaming, crying, throwing up. Can't believe Harry Styles is in the MCU.
Yeah, I knew it. Fuck. It's Eternals.
It is Eternals, yeah.
See?
Bro, I can't believe you just got an extra guess, bro. Like, what the fuck do you think this is, man?
What do you mean? That was my third guess. Eternals.
Yeah, but I didn't even read the third review.
Yeah, but I figured it was either that or... Because those are the 2 ones with really good casts.
Yeah. That does have a good cast. All right, so do you have one more for me or no?
Yeah, I got one more. Ready?
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. I gotta pull it up. Ready?
I'm ready.
SpongeBob Gorilla episode.
SpongeBob Gorilla episode. Okay. It's got to have something to do... Oh, Secret Invasion.
No.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm done with people trying to defend the Marvel formula. More weird shit like this, please.
Okay, it's weird. And there's a SpongeBob Gorilla. SpongeBob Gorilla episode. Werewolf by Night.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, what the fuck does that mean? SpongeBob Gorilla episode. What is that referring to?
Remember when they find out Patrick's a gorilla and he becomes a gorilla in the episode? They find out that guy's a werewolf. He becomes a werewolf.
I guess. I thought it was gonna be like someone taking off a disguise or something. That's why I thought Secret Invasion.
No.
What was the last review gonna be?
It was like you're telling me that being a composer, what did it say? Oh, you're telling me that one of the top genius composers, Michael Giacchino, is one of the only Marvel directors who knows how to compose cool shots. Wild.
Yeah, that one would have gave it to me.
Yeah, I forgot how good this was. They never followed up anything with it.
Yeah,
this is like one of the most creative things they've ever done, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. That's why when you said like we need more weird shit like this, that's what I knew.
Yeah.
But all right, that was fun, but let's keep it moving because we're pushing 2 hours.
Yeah. Well,
we got our last film. You could read the description of it.
This is, and I obviously just reconfirmed as I watched this, one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. And me and Matt, we obviously grew up with this. But, Alright. Prepare to be blown out of the water. That's actually kind of funny that it said that. After Port Royale is attacked and pillaged by mysterious pirate crew, capturing the governor's daughter, Elizabeth Swann, is in the process. William Turner asks free-willing pirate Jack Sparrow to help him locate the cruise ship, the Black Pearl, so they can rescue the woman he loves. This movie's a fucking banger, dude. Like, I'm not gonna apologize for it. Like, there's just the score is amazing, the cast is great, the action set piece. I forgot how like the action set pieces are like physical sets. Like they're like done so well. There's just so much I love about this movie. I mean, I don't know if
awesome,
you,
man.
yeah, like it's so much fun.
I loved watching it.
Yeah.
It brought me back a little bit. I feel like we need something like this.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
We need to either bring back the Pirates franchise. We need some sort of
Some
like
like
adventure,
yeah.
some swashbuckling going on. The fights are awesome, like
Yeah.
you said. And bro, Johnny Depp is fucking.
He's really
killing
good.
this.
Yeah.
I mean, as whatever you think about him nowadays, he's just like doing his thing. It's like him in like his full
Yeah.
form, you know. And I'm pretty sure like he got nominated for an Oscar.
I
for
think he
one of
won
these.
an Oscar. I'm pretty sure.
Did he?
I'm
Which, bro, can you imagine that? Like a franchise lead winning an Oscar for the
Yeah.
performance?
Let me see. I'm gonna look it up and confirm. I mean, at the time it wasn't a franchise, but
Yeah, he was nominated
Oh,
for
no.
Curse of the Black Pearl. That's this one, right?
yeah. Did he win or no? He never won.
No.
No.
He was nominated.
Still cool that he got nominated. But yeah, I mean, just I agree. Like, we don't have like a big action franchise like this anymore.
Yeah, at least not one that's like this kind of fun
Yeah.
and lighthearted.
Yeah.
You know? Like, what's really... We have like superhero movies, but it's not like this.
Yeah, but like I feel like everyone is just on their A game in this. Like, Orlando Bloom is great. What's
Keira Knightley.
Keira Knightley's great. Who's the guy who plays the other pirate?
Barbosa.
Yeah, Barbosa.
He's
he's
good. I
great.
forget the actor's name.
Yeah, like they're just everyone's just firing all cylinders. Like, and it's just they're fun. The movies are just so fun. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
lots of fun. It has great music.
Yeah,
I
I've-
feel like those fight scenes are really memorable.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
even that beginning one where it's like Jack Sparrow versus Will
in the
Turner, and they're going on like the seesaw thing.
Yeah.
It's so, it doesn't take itself seriously. It's so goofy.
Yeah.
It's like fun. They have the classic
Yeah.
score coming in the back. Who composed this?
I'm pretty. I think it was what's his name? He did Lion King too.
Not John Williams. What the fuck?
I think it was John Williams actually.
Let me see. I'm looking right.
Oh no, I'm wrong. Maybe it's Klaus Badelt. I don't know,
I'm trying to look on Letterboxd. It's like
but I'm pretty sure that he's done Pirates movies though. John, what's his name?
Klaus Badelt. Maybe. Yeah.
He's definitely done Pirates in the
Oh,
past.
Hans Zimmer. That's
Hans Zimmer.
that.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's such an iconic score.
Yeah.
It's got a great theme song going on. Stunts are really good. I love how they have a bunch of like
Yeah.
physical stunts and stuff.
And I feel like the dialogue is funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow is really funny.
Yeah, like
what he says.
like the scene where like, he's like, "Oh, I spend 3 hours a day making swords." He's like, "You got to get a girl."
Yeah,
It was just funny.
yeah. And there's that. I like the sort of differences between like the pirates and there's sort of like those, like Elizabeth Swann's family. Like I
Like
don't know what you call those
there's
people.
Colonizers, I guess.
The colonizers.
Well, they're in the Caribbean. They're like colonizing the Caribbean.
I guess, yeah. Like I like how they kind of look at the pirates as like scum, and it
Yeah.
kind of leads to this dynamic. Of,
Yeah.
By the end, like Elizabeth Swann calls Will Turner like, "Oh no, he's a pirate."
Pirate, yeah.
Like they share a nice little kiss.
I forgot that they
was
they
nice.
set up a lot of lore for the movie in this because like his dad has a lot to do with the second and third one.
Yeah, yeah. Bootstrap Bill.
Bootstrap Bill,
was it?
yeah. Yeah, they for like a one-off. Like, I mean, I'm assuming they didn't know it was going to be this bit much of a success. They set up like the world pretty well.
Because I'm pretty sure the ride came first, right?
Yes,
And this
yes,
movie
the
was
ride.
based off of the ride.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
not really a lot of pirate movies. I'm trying to think. I can't really even think of another one.
No, honestly.
But that's kind of like one of those like untapped markets.
The Muppets
Like pirate?
The Muppets Pirate. What is that called?
Muppets Treasure
Oh,
Island.
Mr. Treasure Island. Yeah. With what's his name? Tim Curry plays the pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Pirates is kind of one of those like untapped markets where you could do like a fun pirate movie. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be Pirates of the Caribbean, but I know they're gonna bring it back.
Yeah. Apparently they have a script already written.
AO is going to be in it, right? Apparently.
Now, AO and Butler are like the rumored.
Dude, honestly, I would like to see Johnny Depp come back if he can do it as good as he was back then.
They want him to.
It's
I
just,
know. I don't
obviously,
know.
it's yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Was he like? I don't even. I was like following that trial when it was happening, but I forget.
Yeah, I don't know.
Innocent? Did they say he was innocent or no? I feel like right.
No, I don't think so. I think they were both found guilty. I don't really know too much about it, so I'm not gonna speak on it. But I know that the studio wants him back. It's just tough. It's tough to replace. Yeah. It's tough. I don't know. It's tough to do Pirates without
because he's so important to this film franchise. Like, you're gonna need some sort of character that matches his energy, just like a crazy pirate like that. You know, I'm not saying no one else could do it. They could always recast him, but it is a very iconic role. In terms of the story, I feel like it's pretty basic.
Yeah, it's like a big...
There's weird... I was a little bit confused with how the undead shit worked. It had something to do with Will Turner's blood.
So his dad was a pirate, and they need the pirate's blood to break the curse. But none of them could do it because they're all dead.
What about Jack Sparrow? How come he couldn't do it?
He's dead too. Remember they fight, and he's like, "Oh, I couldn't resist," because he ended up stealing gold from that too.
Oh, when you steal the gold, that's when you...
That's how you get the curse, yeah.
Okay, I got it.
So his dad never stole the gold.
Yeah, okay. Because, I know, obviously in the end fight scene, Johnny Depp, becomes a
pirate,
That was a really cool scene.
Yeah, that's an awesome fight scene, yeah.
In and out of the light, and they keep switching between, skeletal and normal. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
CGI is not great, I will say. It definitely improves a lot.
It came out in 2003, though, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, it's not great in comparison to what we got later on, Davy Jones.
Oh no,
one of the greatest CGI characters ever.
Even the one with Javier Bardem, those they have the CGI kind of shit. Yeah, face, it looks great.
Yeah. But this movie, it definitely made me feel a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah.
I will say I had I remember having a huge crush on Elizabeth Swann when I was a kid.
I remember I don't know why I wrote this down when Will goes to the house, to go see them, the first thing she says is "Oh, I had a dream about the day we met." Bro, I would have folded immediately.
Yeah. She obviously wanted him.
Yeah.
Also, Zoe Saldana's in this for a second. For a little bit, but she has a very minor role.
I'm pretty sure she's in more. She's in 2 and 3 more.
Yeah, they set up some type of history between her and Jack.
Yeah.
I like those 2 pirate guys.
The guy with the eye.
Yeah, they're cool. They come back in the later ones too. They put in a lot of effort to I know you mentioned the sets but the costumes are great. It feels authentic. I want to say authentic, as if I know pirates were real, but I don't know.
It feels historically accurate.
Yeah. So,
which is pretty interesting.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
Really well cast, I think, all around.
Mm-hmm.
I think Orlando Bloom is great. Keira Knightley's great. Obviously Johnny Depp. We talked about him already.
Yeah.
His Jack Sparrow's mannerisms, just the way he moves is just so
iconic.
Someone could move a certain way, and you would know that they're doing a Jack Sparrow thing. The way he walks and stuff.
I'm very curious. Did they always have this idea of Jack Sparrow being like this, or this was more of Depp bringing this to the character?
I feel it had to be Depp.
Depp, right? Yeah.
Because
it's too original not to it's so unique and
yeah.
Yeah.
They probably were we want him to be a little quirky and whatever, and he kind of just came up with the stuff on his own.
Yeah.
I don't think they told him exactly what to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think Barbossa, he's a pretty cool villain.
Yeah.
The undead pirates are cool. I like how they go full fantastical with it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's a curse.
I remember the scene vividly when I was a kid, when he drinks the wine and his whole chest becomes red. I remember that sticking with me when I was a kid a lot.
Yeah. And I really... One of the main things I like about it, and I mentioned it before, is it doesn't take itself seriously. It's just fun. And it's just action. It's exciting. There's not really any realism to it, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Even when the pirates are fighting, especially at the beginning, Jack and Will Turner's fight, you never feel one of them's gonna kill the other.
Yeah.
They're just kind of having fun.
Feels playful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really like that about
Yeah.
this film and this franchise. It's great for kids. You know,
Yeah.
we used to love this as a kid, but it also could work for adults because the action
man.
is
I mean,
genuinely
we
good.
generally enjoy it, and we're adults now. I mean, it's questionable for adults, but like we enjoy it now too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I definitely think that 2 and 3 are better than the first. I still think the first is very good, but I just feel like 2 and 3, like everything is dialed up more. Like the sets are bigger.
Yeah, you could tell they're kind of figuring shit out in this one, like who these characters are and the dynamics between them.
Like the third one, I remember has probably one of the best action set scenes I've ever seen in my life, with the 3 of them on the wheel. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. That's a great scene.
Yeah.
There's also that scene. I think it's at the end of the second, where they're fighting on the ship, and there's like that huge.
The Kraken thing.
Like vortex under them, and
Yeah.
I think the Kraken's in that scene. I forget, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think 2 is probably my favorite. I rewatched them like semi recently, like maybe
Yeah, me too. Like a
a
year
year and a half ago
yeah,
or something.
I think 3 was my favorite. 2, I liked 5 a lot too. I didn't like 4. 4 is the weakest, I think, but
Yeah,
5 with Bardem is great in my opinion.
you could tell like Johnny Depp towards those last ones was kind of like
Yeah,
getting
he's
off
like
his shit
he
a
doesn't
little
really
bit.
care. Yeah,
Apparently, he like punched someone in the face while they were filming one
Really?
or something. Yeah,
fits the bill.
Mhm.
But
yeah. I'm trying to. It's a long movie too. It's like 2.5 hours.
I remember like because I forgot that they go back to that. Like they go do the gold thing and then they leave and they come back. And there was
Yeah.
like an hour and a half left. I'm like, what the fuck is gonna happen? I like forgot.
Yeah. I really like Keira Knightley as Elizabeth Swann, like her kind of character arc throughout the movie.
Yeah.
How she's supposed to be like this very like preppy,
The
sort of
governor's daughter.
conserved- yeah, governor's daughter. But she really has these pirate qualities, and she
Yeah.
wants to like get down and dirty. She wants to fight. I really like that, the exploration of that in her character.
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
that really
she
works.
becomes like a pirate lord in one of like towards in the third one, I think.
I forget. Yeah, I don't know. I know that there's eventually like some sort of love triangle with like Jack Sparrow.
Yeah,
and
that
her.
was a little weird. I
they
never
don't-
was a fan of that, honestly.
Yeah, they like they don't really explore too much. They have that scene of them like drinking on the
Yeah.
island together, but that's really it. But she's kind of, I feel like she resonates more with him like a little bit. That's
Yeah.
kind of like her
Her like dark side kind of.
yeah, her dark. I don't want to say like
Dark,
side,
but
like,
yeah,
like
no.
mischievous.
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
where like Will Turner's kind of like the nice guy, the correct pick.
Yeah.
If you're gonna choose a man, you know. But
Yeah.
on some challengers shit type, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you have much else to say. I feel like it's pretty simple.
Yeah,
to
it's
go
you
through.
know
I don't know
I'm
if
probably
you-
gonna end up rewatching all of them again, honestly.
Yeah, it put me in the mood for sure.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm excited to see what they do. Like in the, as I know originally they were gonna do the Margot Robbie Pirates, but I don't. That never really like came to fruition. But then they said they're gonna
Yeah.
do a sequel to the one. Then I heard they were gonna
I-
do a show. I heard a show at some point.
Yeah, it's a shame that they haven't done anything
Yeah.
with the franchise, but I think it's mainly because they're figuring out the Johnny
Yeah,
Depp thing.
yeah. I think though if they bring it back, like people will go and see it. Like people
Yeah,
like the pirate
definitely.
movie. Yeah,
Definitely.
I would. I would fucking go.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite scene?
Probably the end fight with them. I know it's very basic, but that just the fight scene is great, and then the use of the light as well is like really cool with the skeleton looking things and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say that scene as well, but I also do really like the scene of what's his face?
The first fight scene.
No. What the
Mm.
fuck? I'm in fucking Jack. The scene of Jack Sparrow and Elizabeth Swann on the island.
Oh,
together.
like them running
and
around
them just
drunk.
like them like just drinking, talking. There's
Yeah.
like good dialogue between them, and you sort of like see her mischievous side come out a little bit. I thought
Yeah.
that was like a fun little. It's not like an action scene or anything.
No, but
just
it's a good
fun
character
scene.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And then favorite characters, obviously,
Jack Sparrow.
If going from there, because I feel like Jack is like here, then like maybe there's a couple other like.
It's
here,
like
whatever.
Elizabeth
I would
Swann.
I would say Elizabeth Swann is here,
Then like
and then like
Will.
tell us Will.
And
Will
then-
Turner, he's all right. He's like a little bit of a he's like a dork,
cornball a
kind
little
of.
bit, yeah.
Yeah. But he's cool. I think
He
he's,
gets more personality as the movies go on.
Yeah.
Because I feel like after this, they don't really like participate. They become basically pirates in the second one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, I do want to check those out again now, though.
Two, and honestly, what's sick about 2 is like, I feel like people. This doesn't happen anymore. But like, when 2 came out, they revealed that 3 was coming out like the next year. But like nobody knew they filmed back to back and like didn't say
and
anything.
they end on the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Like Jack Sparrow dies at the end or whatever, and then
They're like, we're gonna go back and get him.
I remember seeing that in theaters, like the third one.
Yeah.
It was like a big deal.
Yeah.
I specifically remember like seeing trailers for it before it came out and stuff.
But I remember like seeing that scene in the second one in the theaters, and like I remember Dad saying like, oh, like they were gonna they're making another one's gonna come out next year, because like I guess the audience didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
But I mean that would never happen now, because like people just But
yeah, but
yeah.
All right. I don't know. We could rate it, I guess.
So I gave this actually a 4.5, 9 out of 10. I originally first time I watched it I gave it a 4, but the nostalgia, man, it's just like such a good movie. I can't. It's too much I like about it to not give it a 9. But I don't know if you agree, but
I'm sitting at a 4-star for it, 8 out of 10. I think that it's still sort of trying to find its footing and like what this Pirates franchise is. I think that the second and third kind of get it down a little bit better, especially the second. They nail it. They bring the CGI's improved. First of all, they bring in a better villain, and the characters kind of get a little bit more development and like which paths they're gonna go down. But yeah, for this movie, it's a lot of fun. Doesn't take itself too seriously. There's great action, great casting, and like these are some iconic characters, especially obviously Jack Sparrow. And Johnny Depp was just fantastic. Whatever you think of him now is, it's irrelevant for when
you can argue Jack Sparrow is like one of the greatest original characters ever made.
Yeah, easily. He's definitely on that list.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I don't think I'd rate it as high as you. But I'm slightly under. So.
Fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm 100% gonna watch the 2 and 3 probably when I'm off.
Yeah. All right. I think we could wrap it up here.
Yeah.
I didn't put up a question poll, so we don't have a Q&A.
No.
But I'll give a little movie rec right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on a damn second. Sorry, because I forgot the name of the movie. But this is a movie that I've been seeing like a lot of it on TikTok recently, and it just seems interesting. It's directed by Ridley Scott.
It's cool.
Give me 1 sec. Sorry for the hold up here.
No, you're good.
Okay. So, I am recommending the movie Kingdom of Heaven from 2005, directed by Ridley Scott, also starring Orlando Bloom.
Why do I think I've heard of that before?
It's apparently about the Crusades.
Ooh, actually, I like history, so.
Yeah, I figured you would like it too, and the reason why it's on TikTok is because of like that guy, King Baldwin. They say he has like mad aura. I'll low-key pull him up. I'll pull him up real quick. You'll recognize him.
Is it like a?
This guy. Hold on. I'll put him on the big screen really quick.
I'm interested how they tackle the Crusades. I feel like Ridley's pretty historically accurate. Like Napoleon seemed. Actually, no, I don't think Napoleon was apparently, but.
Here. This guy?
Oh yeah, the
You've seen, like,
yeah. It's like silence, whatever. It's like him holding the book or whatever.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me see. Apparently he's like a real person. Like this.
Let me see.
The Leper King of Jerusalem. Yeah, it's like this.
Yes, that one. Yeah.
That one.
The silence one. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
So interesting. Yeah, I've seen a lot of this guy on social media recently, and I looked into like the film, and I was like, all right, this is kind of actually interesting.
Yeah.
I'll wreck it.
Do you know?
This should be cool. And neither of us have seen it, so
Yeah.
I feel like most of the recs I give I've seen before.
Yeah.
So this could be horrible. But
Do you know like what the Crusades about, like in history?
something with Catholicism. That's really all I know.
Basically, it was
Christianity.
they like Christians. Well, the Pope at the time wanted to basically take over the Middle East because it was like that's where Jesus is from. But like at the time, like there was a lot of like other groups living there, and it's like they clashed for whatever. But it's
supposed to be like one of the bloodiest wars I know, right?
Yeah,
in history. A ton of people got killed.
Yeah, and it was a
It's got a good cast though.
Yeah, I'm excited to. Oh, Jeremy Irons is in it too. Edward Norton.
Orlando Bloom.
Oh, Edward Norton.
Yeah, Edward Norton. He plays the king guy.
Oh, Brendan Gleeson's in it too.
Yeah, it has a pretty great cast.
Yeah.
Bro, and Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
So should be good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Orlando Bloom's the lead, which is interesting.
I forgot he was like after Pirates. He was like a pretty big name. I mean, he did The Hobbit. He did Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, Pirates, obviously. Excuse me. He was in the last thing he was in was probably
Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo. Yeah.
He was good. I like Orlando Bloom.
Yeah. No, I do too. I wish he. I mean, honestly, he did Pirates and Lord of the Rings.
He didn't pan out into that action star that probably he was supposed to, but you know.
He's in, bro. But his 8 movies on Letterboxd are the Lord of the Rings, the Pirates, and all the Hobbit movies, and Troy. That's like
he's
a pretty
fucking loaded, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why he doesn't act. Probably
he probably doesn't even need to work.
Yeah,
anymore. Yeah.
The residuals on the Lord of the Rings alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pirates, bro. I feel like Pirates probably even more because like the theme parks and it's Disney.
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But yeah, I guess we could wrap up the episode.
Yeah.
So let me just look up something on the calendar quick to see if I'll be here for the next one. Okay, so we should record. We should be recording on the 25th of May, so I'll be here for that.
Okay.
And we'll talk about Mission Impossible. We'll talk about Kingdom of Heaven. Is that what it was called?
Yeah. And what, Lilo and Stitch?
I guess, yeah, fuck it.
Well, I feel like there's something else coming out.
I don't know. We'll update you guys on whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'll post it on the Instagram.
I'm mad hyped for Mission Impossible 8.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So,
well,
anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in this week. We hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
Yeah.
Definitely subscribe and check out our other social medias. Give us a follow on Instagram. Check out our TikTok. Follow us on Letterboxd, all that good stuff. And yeah, really appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's really it for this week.
Yeah.
So we'll be back in 2 weeks. Make sure you watch Kingdom of Heaven so you could join in our discussion. So, peace.
Peace.